Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Are you calling him dignity?
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Mr. Yakubu, how much you collect? Professor, your reputation this man. No be waiting we vote, no be you pose like a town hall. Different from Bala Blue. So if you know like come, make we go to court. 300 billion within no results. Election for Nigeria, I next select. No be the people decide, now Mahmoud select. Now that they force the people to congratulate. It's so funny, I can't really comprehend. Share na democracy be this. I been a democracy be this. Bala Blue de buga, say nothing they happen. Money they break if you buy them all. 2023 we no fi forget you. The most fraudulent election in my country.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Next argument. I leave the rest for the next argument.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Are you calling him dignity?
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Mr. Yakubu, how much you collect? Professor, your reputation this man. No be waiting we vote, no be you pose like a town hall. Different from Bala Blue. So if you know like come, make we go to court. 300 billion within no results. Election for Nigeria, I next select. No be the people decide, now Mahmoud select. Now that they force the people to congratulate. It's so funny, I can't really comprehend. Share na democracy be this. I been a democracy be this. Bala Blue de buga, say nothing they happen. Money they break if you buy them all. 2023 we no fi forget you. The most fraudulent election in my country.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be
Next
fraudster.
argument. I leave the rest for the next argument.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again. I guess everybody can hear me. How you guys doing today? It's another day, Wednesday, 26 April 2023. Yes. We have a very, very hot one again today. Help us to share and like. Let me quickly go to the comment section so I can concentrate. I appreciate every one of you right there already. On the comment section, I can see lots of my families are already there. Faith, Andrew, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Sagbavo Kongai, Miracle B, Sandra Moses. Thank you very much, my good people. I appreciate every one of you. Patricia Tagbajumi, thank you very much for joining us. Prince Audion, thanks for joining. N.O. Ade, thanks for joining us. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all, Mommy the Aspera, good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for joining us. Tony, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Blessing Okafor, thank you very much, my people, for joining us. I appreciate every one of you. Angela Ike, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Wabiajulo, I can see you right there. Paco Barry, saying Wadia Onos, thanks for joining us. The Queen Valerie, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to every one of you, my people. Princess Marcos, can see you. Origins, good evening. Peace Robert as well. Thank you very much, my people. Continue to like and share. Black Voices TV, I can see you. I don't like watch my brother. I can see you. Good evening to every one of you. Alex Issa, thank you. Jerry Eigiagba, thank you very much for joining us. Christopher Ejimofo, thank you very much. Festus Igbinawaya, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much, my people. Continue to press and like. Press the like button and help us to share. God bless you all. I can see Wisdom Lucky, Lady G, Sandra, Moses, good evening. Rosie Ayosh, thank you. Madam Bella Naomi in the building with us. Good evening to you, Madam. Thanks for joining us. Emmanuel Koye, Solomon, Aligbe, thank you. I appreciate you all. Michael Oganemaro, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Dupe Iguma, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening, my good people. Efosa Francis is with us. Victor Shinedu, Harry Gold, Pepe Them with Love, Amiagba, Amiogo, Ehoragmon, thank you very much for joining us. God bless you all. Willie, Mary, Friday, Paul Okonkwo, God bless you all, my people. In case I miss any name, you understand, say it's not deliberate. Harry Thomas, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Oshma Oshena, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to every one of you. Anas Zoa, thank you. I see you right there. Anita Mia as well. Good evening to you. And also Francis, Emmanuel Koye, good evening. Continue to press on the like button, my people. I do like watch. Thank you very much already for the super chat. God bless you. I appreciate that. Christopher, thank you once again. And I can see Williams winner. Thank you. Sam C. Amori. Thank you. Now, God, I could bless every one of you, my people. Continue to press on the like button and let's do this together. Is another one today. The visibility is quite low today. Please help us to share. Let's see the share. Let's see the people that is currently watching us. Let me see. Yeah, we have. We only have 4 shares. Wait till they happen. We're gonna carry the shares. We're gonna help us share now. They're gonna help us share only 4. Even though the visibility is quite low, but I understand more people will be coming shortly. And the lights is 71. You know, compared to about 200 that is already watching us. Okay, yes, everything looks slow today. Yeah, it's like that sometimes, but I know we're gonna hit more visibility shortly. But before that, I would like us to go on a quick break. This break is for sharing and liking. Let's do this together, my people. Thank you. God bless you.
Oh, my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Oh, my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a leader is not very easy. To become a man is not a day job. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a man is not a day job. To become a leader is not very easy. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah, you are the pillar. Chicanica, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah,
you are the pillar that holds my life.
anywhere.
You are the pillar that holds my life.
Hey, yeah.
Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds
You
my
are,
life.
you are the
Master
pillar.
Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.
I said, Jesus, unibu kalabati sinduwe. Nibu kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biebele, nibu kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabano. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biobi ko nibu kwa kalaba. Chika nide nibu kwa kalabano. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We're back now. Something is not right because the people that have shared from 4 to 11. So that means something is not right. Are you finding it difficult to share, or something is wrong somewhere and our visibility is quite low, and the likes, the likes is not too bad. It's just the share. I don't know. The sharing is very, very low. Now we have 12 shares, from level up to now. Okay, 14 now. Okay. This is the best time to do it, because if I start talking right now, you might not want to share anymore. So this is the best time to copy and share. Our voices needs to go far. Continue to press on the like button and help us to share. But before that, I'd like us to quickly move on. Let me post out a link. As I post out a link, we need to move on straight away. I have an article here from Charlie Boy. What Charlie Boy have to say with what is currently happening to or what is going on with Tinubu. So let me post out a link quickly. I hope my people are also there waiting for the link, because the way it looks like now, say these people, they don't like what we are doing. Get why? They don't like what we're doing. All right, I've posted out a link. Click on it, join us here, and let us talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to quickly take on this article here. Let me take on this article quickly. I want it because so that I can deal with that. Okay, so that I can deal with that out of the way. Okay. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is the article here. 1 minute, my people. Bear with me. Let me quickly sort all this out. Okay, this is Charlie Boy. Tinubu now has charging port in case battery runs down. Charlie Boy queries. Okay, I'd like us to quickly take this because we are getting somewhere today. I'm going to take you in a way that you would settle and love. Just supposed to continue to press on the like. Oh, okay. Black versus TV, you not get notification. And they see some people, they say they not get notification. Yeah, maybe that's why. Something is wrong somewhere. I know. When something is wrong somewhere, I didn't know. But meanwhile, we'll be fine. Help us to continue to like and share. Let me start accepting people to the screen, or let me quickly take on this article quickly. I'm multitasking right now. I know you guys are right there on the backstage, but let's take this. You can see veteran Nigerian singer Charlie Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy, has raised an alarm that the president-elect Bola Tinubu returned to Nigeria with a charging port to prevent his head from failing. Daily Post reported that Tinubu arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja, on Monday afternoon from France, where he has been on vacation for more than a month. Thereafter, pictures showing a plastic syringe fastened on the former Lagos State Governor's right elbow joint surfaced on the internet, with many suspecting the tube to be peripherally inserted central catheter (PICC) line. Okay, and neither Tinubu nor any of his spokesperson has debunked or confirmed that the president-elect had undergone medical treatment abroad and came back with a tube as of the time of filing this report. But reacting to these viral photos, Charlie Boy said it would be catastrophic if the pictures were true. In a tweet, he wrote, "Wahala, wahala, wahala. I hear say Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't come back, and that he now has charging port in case battery runs down. Is it true?" So that was Charlie Boy. So a lot of people have reacted to that, but still, that I deliberately started with this so that we all, I can carry you all properly along, where we are coming from and where we are currently going to. So thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Let me accept people into the building right now quickly. Let me accept people to the building. Everything looks slow today for a reason. I don't know. All right. Yes. Thank you very much, my people. I want us to quickly listen to this video from Ned Media. What they have to say here. I think this will give us more understanding of what these guys are trying to do. Right. Okay. Tinubu is not a fat person, but our president-elect, or rather Nigeria president-elect, or INEC president-select, we can see the way it take fat come. What is happening is questionable, but let's quickly see to this particular video, before I'll come back to this again.
I'm healthy as sand.
I'm healthy as sand. Pick on those. Let me take this off screen because I really want you guys to see this. Okay.
I'm okay.
How prepared are you for May 29?
May 29 is not the calendar. The challenge ahead is beyond that. It's for all of us together.
Look at the man in the back there wearing the same color, light blue with him. Is the man that was still talking to him on what to say. Focus on
and we must be parents and stay focused. That is very, very important. Don't isolate one date. One date on the calendar doesn't mean anything. It's just an event.
People are already talking about your administration and what it will look like. Can you give us a glimpse into what you have in plan?
I can't. I've not consulted people yet. And I'm in administration.
Okay. And I'm in administration. Okay.
Mami water.
So you guys can see the I'm in there. Okay, let's
and I'm in administration, you said, is not run alone. You don't govern alone. You govern with people. You consult, assemble, and then hit the ground running.
Watch that man in the back. He was telling Asiwaju what to say. At the same time, he was trying to deceive the camera like he's talking to somebody in the front. Look at his body language. Let's go back.
Running. Assemble, and then hit the ground running. And it's the same country, right? Isn't it? So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You don't govern alone. You govern with people. You consult, assemble, and then hit the ground running.
This man is so sick. He can't stand straight. Can you see?
Yeah, even
like
Chetima was
look back. Even Chetima is worried.
Yeah, Chetima was
this might be the only interview he will ever perform until 29.
And the problem now is that
this man is
Look at
if he okay, you don't say I mean.
This man is terribly sick.
Look at the lady at the back of Tinubu, the bleaching one.
He might not even make it till 29.
Can you imagine?
The problem now is that you can see they are not even carrying Chetima along.
No.
Chetima was surprised that there's a plan.
Very deceived then.
Because they're supposed to tell her first, say, we get interpreter or Percy, our speaker for my back.
Our speaker.
Make see Chetima body language.
You govern with people.
Oh my God.
Consult.
See Chetima.
You don't black out.
Assemble.
Look at the way he's.
And then hit the ground.
It looks like the wind is moving him. Look at him.
And it's the same country, right? Isn't it?
The man was now pretending like he's talking to somebody.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The man knows. The man knows. Look like I can say.
When you promise,
OMG.
So
when you
Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are watching us from. Special thanks to those that have already super chat, Mr. Elvis, and also for all that also liked and shared the link for making our voice louder. And I want to thank you people especially for that. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, again for the opportunity
Thank you very much, madam. Thank
to
you.
be here again today. Yes, my submission will be the coming back of Mr. of the INEC Select with the problem, the issue of him coming back now with the PICC or PIPP. It's a problem because we've had, like we just watched now, it's like history is about to repeat itself again. Yeah, we know that health is not it's not in anyone's hands. God that gives health and life. But at the same time, when you are a number one citizen, you are government property. You become the people's property, and therefore you are supposed to also declare your state of health. The position he's going to be occupying, if God, if it's not stopped, God forbid, I believe it's a very rigorous one that it needs somebody with stamina, not only competence, yeah, but you also need stamina. You need good health. You need to be able to to withstand the heat of the task that he's going to be, of his daily task, that he's going to be carrying out. It's not only mentally stressful, it's also, physically demanding. So, which means he has to be in top health. We don't want to be thrown into the same dilemma like Yaradua and even with Bubu. It was the same thing. It was the same thing when he started. When he was newly elected, we had a great Nigeria suffered a lot. As a result of his ill health at that time. So things were not working, things were not moving, and we don't want that. Nigeria is already in a quagmire, and it needs an immediate, remedy. It needs an immediate solution to the problem. So Nigeria is already in a mess. So we cannot afford to have a president, of the country to be healed or to be sick even in 1 minute or 1 second. It's too much. There's too much to lose if that happens. And I think he should also tell himself the truth. He should not be power drunk or his aspiration drunk. I mean, what would it profit a man if he would gain the whole world and lose his soul? Because he's already his ticket is ready. You understand? He already have his body pass. So why want to drag Nigerians into this quagmire? I would say, because if he happens to drop and die now, I believe the way they are covering it now, that's the way they will go on and on and on until maybe they stay the 4 years, or Shatima would take over. So, and that's not what majority that voted for Tinubu wanted. We know what is coming if this happens, and Shatima happens to become the next president. That will be a very big blow, to Nigerians. That will be a catastrophe. It will be a disaster. It will be a suicidal mission for Nigeria as a nation, because then you can see even the way insecurity is now, and everything, so that will be worse. It will become a place where, only the wicked can succeed. So even we know that even with Tinubu, it's almost like that already. But with Shatima, it should be. We believe it to be worse because of what he represents, because of his beliefs, because of what his accident, what he has been doing before, how he's been carrying himself. We can see the handwriting. If that should happen, God forbid. So that's that. It's absolutely wahala like Charlie Boy indicated here. If that is true, you know. Then the Obiora opening, accusing the APC of using this Babalawo Apapa to try to truncate the case which principal has sued against INEC and the Tinubu and APC. I believe it's a good one to come out openly to let them know that we are on top of our game, and that Labour Party, we are not sleeping, and that this man, since he has been dethroned, he doesn't have that position he's claiming to be, and it's good that they are making it public so that anywhere he goes, because it's APC that is doing setting all these plots to try and truncate the case. How will he be going about that Obi should withdraw his case? I mean, that is unheard of, If really you were the party's chairman, why will you go about doing that? I mean, you're supposed to support your party. You're supposed to support your candidates, rather, because everybody know that Mr. Obi won the Labour Party won the presidential election. So if you are claiming to be a part of them and you are saying that they should withdraw the case, then that shows already that you are a sabotage and you have been plotted there by the opposition, to frustrate the work of Labour Party. But he cannot, because he has failed already. Thank God that the Labour Party leaders, they are not sleeping. They are really following through with all the acclaims. Whatever the enemy think they are doing, Labour Party is ahead of them, 3-4 steps ahead of them, and that is good. It's truly like bumper to bumper. If they come by air, they will meet us there. If they come by sea, they will meet us there. If they come by land, wherever they come from, we are there to counter them. So that is a good one. And then also, of course, which one again? Nigerians. Which one is this one? Okay, concerned. Yeah, Nigerians need to be very, very concerned about Tinubu's head, as because we know what will happen if this becomes a reality, that Tinubu dies. Then that will not be what anything that any of us would wish at this time. So that's why we have to do everything possible. Nigerians, especially the ones at home, the case has started now. The procedure has started. Everyone in Nigeria should make sure they go to the courts, go to the tribunal, go there where the case is being heard, and show your interest, that you are concerned about who governs you. We are here doing what we can do from the diaspora, but you people on ground, I think you have the more responsibility to go there and put pressure on these people so that they will do the needful in swearing in the right person that won the election, the right person that Nigerians gave the mandate to govern them, and not this one that is trying to come in through the back door. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Thanks for your submission. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, I would like to hear from Madam Victoria. Madam Victoria, thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us.
Oh, let's make it together. Hello everybody. First of all, let me comment on Tinubu's health. I hate the fact that don't let me use the word hate, but I disagree with the people saying, "Oh, don't shame people because of their health." What Dr. Abati said. See, Tinubu is not just somebody. Tinubu is the president-elect, select. A position he stole. Okay, by the grace of God, God willing, we are going to get that back from him. So whatever I'm going to say right now, then is going to be irrelevant. But as of now, we have every right to discuss his health status. He applied for a job. He needs to disclose everything. Tinubu is in the habit of not telling us the truth. We need to know his health status. I understand the fact that Dr. Abati said that it's not in the constitution to disclose your health. But it is the moral thing because, like Madam Patricia said, the job entails physical capacity, ability. If you are going for a job of, let's say you want to start loading a truck, they will tell you you have to be able to lift at least 50 pounds. Say you want to work in the airport and your luggage is supposed to weigh 50 pounds. Yes, you might not disclose your health status, but since the job description entails being able to lift 50 to 70 pounds, indirectly, you have to be able to tell us that, yes, you can lift such amount. So people saying, oh, the constitution did not say he has to state his health status, I beg to differ and I disagree with that. Okay. Now, concerning his health, before you can have a PIC line in your hand and it's left in place, few things has to happen or is happening. You use those lines for long-term antibiotics on a daily, to the very minimum on a daily basis, or you use it for feeding when your health fails and you cannot really take food by mouth. You will use those lines for nutrition or frequent blood transfusions. Like I have said many times, to me, I think I've been saying it that Tinubu was very sick and intubated. And I think a day ago I saw it on Sahara. They said he was actually intubated for 5 days because his health failed him. To me, from my own assessment of him, I think I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I stand to be corrected. I think Tinubu has liver problems, which causes you, one of the signs and symptoms will be when your sclera are very jaundiced, when you are collecting fluids in your abdomen, like people are saying that his abdomen is getting bigger, weakness, confusion, which was evidenced by Bala Blue. and the likes, and the stupid press conference he just did that you just showed also. So all of those things are parts, major signs and symptoms of liver disease. Okay. Now, when your abdomen collects fluids and is so big, it impinges into your diaphragms, causing you to have shortness of breath, difficulties breathing, and I believe that was one of the reasons they said he was jet out. When you have that kind of conditions, they will need to tap you periodically, because when your stomach collects fluids, they will have to put a needle and drain you, and you will have to be taking antibiotics, and you need those kind of line or access to get your antibiotics. So this is my own assessment of Tinubu. And with liver problems, people with liver problems, they are more sicker than people with kidney disease. Because liver problems actually will require you to have a liver transplant. They are not like kidney problems where you go on dialysis. So, and another disadvantage with liver problem is most medications are metabolized in your liver, meaning that if you have a liver failure or liver problem, when you even take medication, the chances of it working is very slim, because where the medication actually metabolized is where you are having your problem. So what I'm trying to say is Tinubu's days are very numbered. Very numbered. We can see also from what you showed today, to me, it also feels or looks like he was having some slurred speech and expressive aphasia, where his memory was kind of failing him. He was having difficulties with words. So they had to kind of clue him in. So he was having difficulty finding words, appropriate words. So they were cluing, giving him some clues or cueing him in on what to say. And if anybody observed, they will notice that the interview was abruptly stopped because it was becoming too apparent. It was showing that this man was struggling. So, but all of this will not matter. I wish him good health. But I think on a more serious note, all sentiments apart, he really needs to do the honorable thing and the lawful thing, so that he can make heaven, so that God can forgive him all his iniquities and do that which everybody will say, wow, at least he did this one thing for Nigeria.
What do you want him to do? I don't understand. He should make heaven. He's alive.
What I'm saying is he needs to step down.
Okay.
He needs to step down, do the honorable thing, and say, I don't know, just give it up and focus on his health. Because his health, health is wealth, and nobody have control, yes, but he's signing up for something his health cannot take on. So I think he should just do the honorable thing, so that he can, for once, leave a good legacy.
You think Tinubu will come out now to submit to Peter Obi. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I
For
think
what?
sometimes when you are faced with death, right? People do things that they
Are you sure he's faced with death? Because everything is speculation. Nobody
uh,
have the facts.
well, we do have some facts though.
Where's
We
the fact?
saw the line in his hand. Was that a
Yeah,
Photoshop?
but that can also be confirmed. You
No.
can't call that fact if you can't really confirm it.
No, that is confirmable. He was coming down from the plane and we saw it. Everybody saw it. We might be speculating what it's being used for, but still we can say this is what these kinds of lines are used for. And whichever one you pick from what those lines are used for is not a good sign. Put his age into the equation. Put his history of knee surgery into the equation. I read somewhere that he is diabetic. Put that into the equation. He has a lot of comorbidities that put his health
All
in
these that you read somewhere, we reading somewhere or whatever, all are still speculation allegedly.
It's not
Nobody's
alleged. It's not alleged that he went to London in 2021 to go have knee replacements when Sanwo-Olu and Buhari were visiting him. That was a confirmed statement. So he has some history, medical history, plus his age. Even if we take 71,
yeah,
even
but
if
we should be focusing more on the judiciary at this particular time, because everything that is flying around about Tinubu, as far as I'm concerned, it's still speculation. Nobody
the
has came out.
judiciary, is Tinubu going, they are not going to be present. Tinubu is not going to be present in the court. If he is required by law as the defendant to take the stand, it will be a done deal. If Tinubu will be required to take the stand with the judiciary, I don't know how it works over there, but if he is required to take the stand, it will be a done deal, because that would be very convincing that he is very incompetent to take on the job he applied for or he's rigging for. So that's that on that. Regarding the what is this, Apapa or something? I'm on the notion that they've already disqualified his submission or trying to withdraw Peter Obi's case. I think they already dismissed his petition in the courts. So there's really no point discussing or wasting time to talk about him. I hope history will not repeat itself, because we can't have Shetima, we can't have Tinubu or Shetima rulers. So all finger crossed, we think we will get our mandates back.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Victoria, for your submission. I'd like to hear from other people here to see if we can get different views from your own view, or if everybody's going to have the same perception. But meanwhile, let me move on to the next person that we have here is Mother Rita. Mother Rita, thank you very much for your time with us, and good evening to you once again. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good afternoon, Elvis, and everyone. Nigeria is just a very weird country. Nigeria is a weird country. I just, sometimes you just look out everything that's been played, everything that's happening now. It just shows that some people would never change. Some people have been born into this kind of system. Some people have been living in this kind of system, practicing this kind of evil system, to be specific. Nobody respects the law. It's just I think a lot of us know the solution. I know what the main solution is, but I will not say it on national TV or say it in the media. But I think everybody knows There's one thing Nigerians fear, and if that doesn't happen, unfortunately, as even if Peter the Rock Obi becomes, we need to have like 10 Peter the Rock Obi for the next 30, 40 years before things can go to normal. That's the truth. Because there's this thing, we are kind of, I don't know if it's our culture, that kind of made us subordinate, we kind of overly respect people. You don't question people that's holding your destiny. You cannot ask question, or you're afraid because if you can be reprimanded for it, it's affecting us. Nigerians forgive easily. I know anybody hearing me will say, this one, she's wicked. She's talking about for Nigerians. There's some things you just don't forgive. There's some things that people have to go through in order to get sanity. And then that act will not be repeated. So because nobody is reprimanded, nobody applies the law the way it ought to be, there's no consequence for any action depending on what your power is in the hierarchy of things in Nigeria. So that's why we are in a cycle of this vicious, disgusting, and annoying set of people in the corridors of power. And that's the truth. Let's say it the way it is. When I was listening to Yarada's story, I know the issue that's at that time, you're talking about, his wife. His wife is like an iron woman. She didn't want anybody to know anything. She didn't want this. She didn't want that. So it kind of made me, realize that, you see, she just practiced what is being done in Nigeria. Anybody in the place of authority, you feel you are above the law. And when you do things above the law, nobody questions you. Nobody reprimands you. And that's why she was acting that way, forgetting that there's a constitution that says that the next person in line was supposed to be the vice president. How can you not allow the vice president to see somebody that is ruling over 200 million people? How? Naja, what you were saying, cabal can be part of it, but Turai Yaradua, she was a very strong, influential person around her husband. It's not like the ones we are seeing. She was, because remember, he only had one wife. And even during that time, even when Jonathan was president, she was still speaking. She was still urging Jonathan to forgive the Niger Delta people and say, don't listen to anybody. No, not the Niger Delta. I think it was this kind of guerrilla group in the north. She said, don't listen to anybody. Just do that and forgive them. She was still speaking. They said that woman, she's one of those people that have power, but she's silent. She's not braggadocious. She's not loud. But it's not as if she forgot. It's because of that power, that seemingly power, that I have power to make any decisions. Forget about the law. The law doesn't make any, it's not important in the scheme of things. So we have been like that from generations to generations, even for the governors. They're like demigods in their state. Nobody questions. So that is the same cycle we're experiencing with this Agbado hula balloon now. And then, I just want to start with the native doctor, the so-called native doctor. I just want to ask, is that man the actual acting national chairman? Because I don't know if the native doctor man, the Apapa, if he's the acting national chairman, then whatever they need to do to take him out, the Labour Party and the administration have to do it. Because if he's the acting national chairman, he will still have the right constitutionally under the Labour Party law, to keep speaking. But if he is not, he needs to be continually disgraced. And I'm not going to talk much about him because he's really not important. And that's the truth. Agbado's return speech and his sidekick mouthpiece. That's what I would call that man that was wearing the same clothing with him. The sidekick mouthpiece. It's unfortunate that this is what we have to see. And I still go back again to what I was saying, is the kind of system that we have. There's a lot of people in the corridors of power. Now, this is like a norm now. We have seen it from last year till now. So they have now normalized it that people will be a side piece. We're speaking for Agbado when he comes to public. They're not even embarrassed about it. So they're trying to normalize it. And that's why we have someone like Festus Akamu, who calls himself senior advocate of idiocracy, will come out and support or give excuse for such acts without even looking at the fact that this is somebody that's supposedly supposed to representing your country. You know, so it's I don't Nigeria watch. We all know the solution. All of us know the solution. But we
What
don't
is the
want to say it.
solution?
I cannot say it out. I
Okay.
cannot. I think I've expressed something like that in the private chat, but we all know what the solution is. Somebody in fact, let me not even go further because I know Paidu will say, why did you say? But we all know the solution.
That's fine if it's a private.
We know the solution because apart from the fact that it's annoying, it's sickening to see this nonsense. Yeah, that's death in office. His death, made anybody who was old enough to witness it, to witness what was happening, it has made an indelible mark in the psyche of every Nigerian when it comes to the health status of any president. Right now, we even talk about president now. Do we know the health status of a lot of governors or people in the National Assembly? I guess those are not really like in the public eye per se compared to the president. But that incident, it actually, it kind of traumatized Nigerians. Our psyche has always been like, what is her status? Especially for someone like Agbado now, with all the things that we are seeing physically, jaundiced eyes, slurry speech, not able to stand, upright. There's a lot of things that shows that this man is ill, and then what are we left with? I mean, we just experienced the apparition at Asa Rock, staying over 6 months in the UK. Everything is under Nigerian money. When I hear of all these things, I'm listening to Yar'Adua's issue. You know what? One of the things that pains me is the penchant for our leaders to constantly go abroad under the taxpayers' money, constantly fly abroad. We are paying for the taxing at the airport, international airports, the hotels, everything is just under the wastage. It's so painful. And then you're coming from a country where people cannot even eat. I don't know, but that's what I just hear. Travel. This hospital, my doctor lives in this place, and yet we say we have one of the best, one of the best groups in the world where you have medical doctors and Nigerians in the United States, ethnic groups at Nigeria. So, okay, there's this doctor, there's this surgeon, who is specializing in this, like come and work for the federal government, come and, make the hospital, at least the one in the villa or Abuja National Hospital, let it be a first-class hospital. And then within your tenure as a president, bring 1 or 2 specialized doctors. Pay for them what they ought to be paid, or exactly the amount they've been paying. Let them be on sabbatical leave from wherever they are working. Come and serve your country. At least show us there's no sense of leadership from anyone, regardless of who Yar'Adua was. It's just there's no sense of there's nothing inspiring, nothing. There's nothing that the new generation or the upcoming politicians can look up to say, okay, this was someone that was in office and this is how it was. Except Peter Jirok Obi so far wanted to be president. It's even better than Obasanjo, hands down. Peter Obi is way better than Obasanjo. There's just nothing. When I just hear that they go abroad for vacation. I mean, anybody can travel anywhere, but as a president, with what is going on, how do you encourage people?
By the way, if I have to come in here, Obasanjo was playing some kind of satanic role during the time of campaign. But at the moment, Obasanjo have not stated anything till now. What's happening? I want us to respond to that.
Do you want me to respond to that? Or because
yes, if you can, yeah.
If Obasanjo is silent, definitely, because I believe Obasanjo is one of the cabals, definitely, in fact, all the past presidents are that selective few are part of the cabals. Definitely, he knows something that the entire Nigerians don't know. I remember that man is like an old tortoise. He has a lot of secrets of a lot of people. I think now because he feels like he's in the transit level, to meet God, I guess that's why he's like, okay, to be fair now, I know a lot of things have happened. Let us support Peter Jirok Obi. Let us support
Margarita, sorry. The Yorubas, they attacked him by saying he's antagonist. He doesn't want any other Yoruba man to rule again. That was when he approached the Buhari to tell him what is burning. If it happens, that even him, we have no place to run to. Don't forget,
I was not there when he went to see Buhari, so I cannot speak to say this is what he said.
no,
I
it
can
was
only
in the
agree
news.
with the fact that
Was
he
in the
came up
news.
with
This is what I mean. It was in the news.
I mean, he
Yeah.
came in public and he has his letters that he writes to everyone to read, about the country. I guess because the man knows a lot of secrets.
Really?
And the reason why he's even quiet now, Nigeria, to answer your question, he knows a lot of stuff and he's not ready to speak yet. Because as a leader, he understands the dynamic of how Nigerians think and how the system works. So when he's quiet now, I don't think he's quiet because he's not interested or he's just trying to be aloof. No, there's time for a leader to speak and there's a time for a leader to be quiet. Now, going forward, there's one thing that is very recurring in Nigeria, and it's not just this presidential campaign. It affects our educational sector, health sector. For example, the building that collapsed. Subsequently, over the years, we've had magnificent buildings being collapsed. People have died. The Nigerian government, I won't say Nigerians, the Nigerian government, they never learn from the things that happen. Subsequently, a child will pass on in a secondary school or in boarding school. I can bet you another child will pass on. That doesn't happen because I told you about someone being reprimanded, somebody taking responsibility. Nigerians also, that's why things are going to recur. And that is exactly what is happening now in terms of the health status of the president. What did the Nigerian legislatures learn? I have searched everywhere on social media, on Google, even I've searched everywhere to look for one legislator, just one legislator, whether House of Rep or Senator, that has raised the fact or tried to raise a motion to say, can we add it that when anybody who wants to be, whether president, governor, or even House of Senate, let them just take away Senate and House of Rep because they are scared. Let them just say governor or presidents. Let them disclose their health status. None of them. I haven't, or maybe if somebody has one legislator that have said it from the time of Yar'Adua till date, someone please correct me. I will take your correction. But I have not seen one, both male and female. Why? Because they are all in on this. Even if everybody boos you down, or they say no, or the eyes does not have it, as they say it, at least this person wants something good for Nigeria. None of them have said it. What did they learn? Apparently, they didn't learn nothing. Just like in the educational sector, in the health sector, we don't learn anything. And tomorrow we start to cry woof woof. What do we learn? When you pass through a process, whether in school or in your home, when you see that something has happened, you will take certain steps to make sure those things do not happen again. That is the essence of making a mistake. When you make a mistake, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that, okay, this is an incentive for me to learn, for me to be a better person, for we to have a better legislation, for us to have a better constitution based on what we have learned from the events that have happened. But Nigeria, they don't do nothing. Everybody screams hula balu. The social media takes it up. The media houses, they take it up, they discuss it, they laugh about it. They have surrogates of all kinds and colors and shapes come out to talk about it. But what happens? Nothing. So it's going to reoccur again. God forbid, if the legislatures don't put it over there, or somebody doesn't pass a bill to say you must show your health status, this issue will reoccur again. So these are the kinds of questions you should ask your legislators when they want to vote or maybe they are campaigning. Talk about women. And Nigerians, we don't know how to ask the questions to these politicians. Maybe by fear, or sometimes it might be ignorance. They may not even know what they are lacking because they are used to a certain way of life. Really, if you have not come out of your box, you will never know what you have been lacking. Many of us now in diaspora, the ones who are sensible, know what governance look like. So now many of them are now confident to say that this is not how governance should be. This is not how a governor should run. This is not how a president should run. This is not how a spokesperson should talk about in a country. That's why people are talking about Laya Mohammed, the way he was talking. That's not how you represent your country. It's because we have seen the other side. We have seen that this is not how it ought to happen. But what is going on now? Because we have selfish and wicked leaders, many of them travel, but they don't do the right thing in their country. So there's something wrong here, and we all know the solution. And it's so funny, Naija Watch. Finally, it's so funny. When you were talking about, you are watching the video of Yar'Adua's death, to his passing. It's so funny. I just laughed. I said, Sahara reporters, they mentioned them. If they could investigate that he was in Saudi Arabia when he went the first time and he was ill. It's so funny that investigative journalism was being played out there. Fast forward 2022, 2023. The same Sahara reporters have refused, if they call themselves investigative journalists, have refused to tell us where Agbado was, what his health status is, but he channeled their entire energy, and their CEO, I'm not going to call his name because it's not important, their CEO and the entire team decided to take a jive at Peter the Rock Obi. Isn't that funny? Nigerians, think about it. Isn't that funny? Somebody who could talk about Yar'Adua as at that time, and the internet was not as broad as it is now, and now he has all the resources. What do? You keep silent on even Mikano. You keep silent on Agbado, and then you not pick on our president, Peter Obi. And somebody will tell me that it's not a fraud. Anyway, Nigerians have been traumatized by the events that occurred from the time late President Yar'Adua, was ill to his death. What have we learned? That's the question what have we learned? Apparently, nothing. And that's why I'm saying in conclusion, we are all going through PTSD. Nigerians are going through post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'm happy that we are speaking out, because for me, I'm venting and speaking out to remove the anger that is within me. That's why, Naija Watch, I want to thank you again for giving us this platform to express ourselves, because many of us need to vent. Many of us need to speak out, because a lot of things are really burning in our heart. The money that they are wasting is really annoying me. This fly. They should just go and rule outside. And you know what? When you were playing that video about Nigerians, president can rule outside Nigeria, did you know the person's name that they called? It was the same man we're talking about yesterday, Michael Adoaka, that said that. I don't know if anybody heard that name. Adoaka said constitutionally, a president can rule outside Nigeria. So you see, we have the same crop of people. They saw the same old nonsense. And that's what we are still seeing today. I am tired. I don't know if you're tired though, but I am tired. But I know there's one solution in Nigeria. We all know. Nobody wants to say it on national TV, but I know we say it in our kitchen table. Thank you very much. I will yield for now.
Thank you, Madam Rita. To be honest, I was also surprised to hear that from Dr. Abati, saying that Nigerian president can rule the country from anywhere in the world. It's strange.
There's something I don't know if anybody noticed. Anytime Ruben Abati, Rufai, they're sitting there, I noticed that when Rufai speaks, Ruben Abati has this tendency to be sarcastic every time Rufai speaks. Lately, it's just been very it's kind of recurring. Just immediately after he makes a comment, he just counteracts it. I don't know.
Yeah, a little antagonist.
Yeah, there's a sense of sarcasm there, and you see the tension that Rufai doesn't even look at Ruben Abati's face when he's speaking or when he responds. His face is just straight. So maybe there's something really going on there, possibly. That's all I have to say.
It's very sad. It's sad. Agbado have bought every angles. Very sad. Let me hear from the next person here. I'd like us to hear from Tunaija. Tunaija, thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, thanks. I wanted to start from, when Arise TV said something about writing that Tinubu said it's as fit, healthy and strong, when he clearly said healthy and sound. Healthy and sound and healthy and strong is totally different things. And when somebody says that and you pretend as if you didn't hear it, it's like what they say about emperor with no clothes, and everybody is telling them everything is okay. Everything's okay. Let's pretend as if everything is all right. And you hear someone like Abati telling people that, it's okay, the guy can run this thing from anywhere. He doesn't have any obligation to the people to tell people his health condition. This is what I call, in the West, they call them gatekeepers. But personally, I call them as people that stunt our awareness. They try to make us believe what is unacceptable by any other major group of people should be acceptable to us. These are the people that, this is why sometimes when I come across as being a little bit rude to our elders, it comes across as if I'm just being disrespectful, because I ask myself, how are these people still here and our country is like this? All these so-called professors. When I was challenging the university professors last year, people were like, "Oh, why you should take the side of ASU and all that." No, these people are diabolical people. They've all compromised. They just lie to our people constantly. They are just, I just can't believe how corrupt these people are. The way they behave, the way it happens, it's not like they are just evil. They do it. It happens individually. It's little by little. Then the entire picture becomes so terrible. That's why we have a country where we are not at war, but life expectancy is less than that of countries that are at war. These people have wrecked the country so much, and they don't even pay attention to it at all. What kind of educated people are these? They use big grammar and big nonsense. To, like, look at that judge that came out and said, or lawyer that said that the constitution didn't allow people to be dual citizens, even when clearly there is a disqualifying factor there, and he decided completely to ignore it. The way our people behave is so, I don't understand it. This is exactly the same thing where the official was saying, oh, he doesn't know how to recognize a child. This type of behavior is us that are doing it, and the media, they are doing their own on a higher level. In other words, they are preventing our people from understanding what is really wrong with the way things are being done, what is not normal. Look at that video you showed. The guy, one of the issues that they had was that Americans got to Yaradwa's this in health history. Oh, like that is a shock. That is a shock. You go overseas constantly, and you think they don't own you, and all these people are bragging that their leader has been saved by foreign powers. They own them. They own them. Do you think you will just be treating people from foreign countries and that country will be mean to you? No way. No way. That country will never be mean to you. Because if Benin Republic head of state comes to Nigeria to get treatment all the time, that country will not talk nonsense to us. That country will not be able to talk nonsense to us, because if they talk nonsense to us tomorrow, that leader will not come here, and we might even be able to compromise the leader. For all you know, they have all kinds of measures that they have in place already. I will. This type of stuff, our people don't know it. We don't know. This type of people like Abati are the type that blind people to the truth of life. That this world, there's no free lunch. You can't just keep having your leaders go overseas for treatment like that, as if there's no consequence to it. These are serious matters here. And I don't understand how the nation has gotten this bad in terms of the way we subscribe to our sovereignty. We are supposed to know instinctively by now that when your leader goes overseas like that, you need to have your security measures in place. Otherwise, your leader is not going to govern for you. Don't blame them. They will not govern for you. And when it comes to the health issues that we've been having with our leaders, if you take what's his name, Jonathan, out of it, back to back, in short, all the three presidencies before now, where Nigerians voted people that are ill into office. The three presidents, apart from Jonathan's one that was punctuated, I think it's 4 now or so. Apart from Jonathan's one that he won, all the elections we elected ill people into office. How did Nigeria get to a point whereby we are electing sick people all the time into office? We have more sick people in office than that are not sick. They don't declare their health history. Our nation is floundering on the edge. It's as if this is not a state of an emergency enough. Sudan, that is at war right now, even have a life expectancy higher than Nigeria. How does that even happen? No, how people tell me, how does it even happen? A country that is even at war right now, they are poor, they are not even that rich. They are still able to keep their people alive longer. Something is wrong with our country. Something is wrong with the medicines that we are taking. Something is wrong with the way we are being governed. Something is wrong with the way we are being inflicted with aggressive poverty that it kills our people repeatedly. Making sure that we don't succeed, and our doctors are running away from the country constantly, and our leaders do nothing about it. Oh, you wonder why they will not do anything. Why would they do anything about it when they are going treatment in all the countries that they are running to? We seriously need to start re-examining the way we look at our leaders and the kind of thing that is acceptable. This is why I was saying we want to start with cutting off this health tourism that they keep doing, because it's a security risk. 1 minute is in Saudi Arabia, the next thing they are in Germany and in London. What is wrong with we have professionals. You can bring them back from the UK. It's not that expensive. Just give them, federal government have so many land. Give them land. Give them a place to build their house. Tell them come back to come and treat our people. Bring 20 of them back. We have highly qualified Nigerians overseas. If it's technology, get the money is there. Build the hospital in Nigeria. Why do they keep going overseas? Why do our politicians keep supporting them to keep doing this nonsense? A president cannot even talk without somebody murmuring. It's not called this thing. President-elect cannot talk. Somebody will not be murmuring word into his this thing. Because the guy knew that his memory has kicked in, that the issue that he's having with recollection is kicking in. That's why he was helping him remember what he was supposed to say. This man has been unwell for a very long time, and people pretend as if they don't know. And what is even more worrying is that even educated Nigerians, just because the man is their tribesman, they pretend as if young men, they pretend as if they can't see it. Like, this is not a problem. He's ill, but it's fine. Let's keep going like that. Let's just keep fine. He'll be able to do all the best things for our country. Something that they can easily see that this could lead to a serious problem, because if anything happens to him now, we've got Shetima. Imagine the level of discontent you have in the country. After one northerner, another northerner takes over again. What if he's in office but not in power? What if he becomes even more ill, but he survives the 8 years, but throughout that time, Chesima is basically in charge of governance? So there are so many forms this stuff can take that can lead to a lot of issues for the nation, but we don't question our leaders. So for me, people like Abati, when they say good thing, I will praise it. If they say in short, anybody say something wrong, you criticize them. Me, everybody has to be held accountable. If he says something I don't agree with, I will tell him to his face. Because the goal, the objective should be the prime, in short, it should be the leader. We want to improve our nation, should always be the leader. If you find that somebody is saying something that you feel this stuff compromises our security, compromises our sovereignty, compromises our quality of education, anything, you have to question them. We have to have a culture of questioning. And I noticed that in Israel, what they did was, even in their military, even a junior officer can question a senior officer. Because what they realize is that they don't have the luxury of all this privilege and excellency nonsense when they are surrounded by enemies all over the place. So they encourage people to be questioning authority. And look at how far they've come in such a short period of time. We can't keep allowing this big name that they give themselves to cover nonsense. If something is illogical, it is illogical. It's like just because somebody is a senior doesn't mean 1 + 1 becomes 3. That is beyond them. They don't control the fabric of reality. Just because they are elderly, you can respect them because they are elderly. But if they are saying something wrong, you have to question it respectfully and hold your position until they give you information that this verifies whatever they are saying or lends credibility to whatever they've said. They can't just say stuff and you accept it. And this is why Abati, I criticize him for saying that, and I criticize Arise for even releasing that statement saying that Tinubu said he's healthy and strong. He didn't say that. He said he was healthy and sound. You should put it like that, because that is the truth of the situation, so that people know what they are dealing with. Covering for him, what good does that do anybody? I don't understand this stuff that we keep doing, and I'm beginning to see signs in the Arise TV that it looks like they have been bullied, they've been chastised, and they are worried that something bad is going to happen to them, so they are beginning to toe the line themselves. You see that in all the media. In short, TVC is just a gunner, really. That one, they are busy parceling out senatorial positions and this and that and that. Yesterday, I was in a discussion where somebody was talking about how they should give Northwest this, give this one that, and the Southeast should not get anything. That the presidency, after the next one will go to the North, and after that, after the Northerner get it, they should go to the South again, not to the Southeast. Like, Jesus, these are young men saying these things. It's like, what kind of thinking is this? You have a country, you want it to be divided. How do you progress? This is our generation. Whatever we do, we have to form alliances with people all over the country to unite the country, because that is how we are going to change this Malay that we have in our country. If you fall for it and feed into this thing that tit for tat, yeah, 52 years will be a little bit too high. Our life expectancy will drop even further. And while the whole world is leaving us behind, and while we are falling down further, we are dragging the whole Africa down with us. The entire black race is coming down with us. We cannot afford that kind of luxury right now, because our children, they are counting on us to do better. They are counting on us to bite our tongue, to exercise a level of discipline, believe you me, that will be worse if foreigners come and impose that on us. Because they will eventually. If you carry on with this type of epileptic existence where we just keep fighting each other every election and everybody is going sectional and saying we are all multiple nations and all the rest. Yeah, we are multiple nations. Even in Africa, we are multiple nations. But either way, Africans still need to work together to meet the challenge of this century. That's why I keep going on about it, because that is the real threat. Just as Elvis played the video of Yaradua, I wish someday we start looking at the history of what got us into this mess in the first place. Let's keep investigating and see where we went wrong, and so that we don't fall for it again. How easily division can lead to us getting poorer for it. I don't want our children to inherit this nonsense, because this generation that we have here, this generation of almost all of us that are here, we have an opportunity. We really do. The world is changing right now. The BRICS nation, many of you are already aware that many countries are not even they are saying they're not going to use the dollar anymore. The world is changing. If these leaders sit on top of our head and cover our eyes so we don't see it, the opportunity will pass again. And then God knows what comes after that. We should not let them hoodwink us. This is a chance for us to fix our nation and fix the entire continent. And if you are not motivated by fixing the future of your children, think about it. If Africa stands, if Nigeria stands, Nigeria is the most powerful nation in Africa, on the African continent. Do you know how much wealth that and power that brings to Nigeria? Every single one of us, our value just goes through the roof. Like every single American citizen in the world. If you touch an American citizen in the world, you know all hell is coming down on you. That is how a Nigerian's life is. A Nigerian's life is so valuable. Today I was watching an African American checking their genes. Guess what? Nigerian makes up the largest chunk of their genetic pool. This is the same thing. You go everywhere you go, you see Nigerians everywhere. So we should value ourselves a little bit more. We shouldn't be turning on ourselves. And I tell my fellow Nigerians that sound very, very dismissive of so many obedience and all this type of attitude is not going to get us anywhere. And I also urge the obedience too. They should not be so dismissive of fellow Nigerians. We should listen to each other, because this is a chance for us to fix our destinies. It's a serious, serious challenge we have here. It may seem very, very hard, but compared to the consequences, if we don't do it, it shouldn't be that hard. Nobody wants us to have this life expectancy and infant mortality being so high. Not to mention poverty, no power supply, no security. I can't even start counting how many things Nigerians complain about every day. Nobody wants that. That should unite us to work together to stop these things. And if our leaders are trying to hoodwink us, we should question them every single time. You don't have to insult them to tell them you are wrong. You should have put that this statement as Tinubu said it. You shouldn't say that our leader should be overseas getting treatment. They can work from anywhere in the world. What kind of mind does that? If you say that, step aside. Step aside. You are not fit to be in charge of the narrative in a country. We should always draw a line when people tell us that our leaders or the future of our nation depends on other people. We don't need other people to fix our country. An example of this is when Abacha was in office, he didn't take IMF loan, he didn't travel overseas, he didn't go anywhere, but our foreign reserve increased. How did he do that? Did he go and steal money? He didn't need to do that. And all this money that they are saying he stole, let's say he stole all that money. He did all that without borrowing a penny. So why are our leaders borrowing money now? We don't need the outside world. We don't need their aid. So, Abacha was under sanction when he did all those things. That should tell you we don't need any of these people to do anything that we want to do. We have the skill set. Why can't we build a hospital in Nigeria, for crying out loud? We can build 6 hospitals in the 6 geopolitical zones, 6 world-class hospitals if we wanted to. We should do that and stop these leaders from traveling overseas. If our doctors are not very good and they die, so be it. Better than having our leaders compromised by foreigners.
Tunaja, God bless you very well. In fact, let me just quickly interject there, or rather add to what you are saying over there. You see, when Naija Watch was playing that video, I was pained in my heart. I said, so a president of Nigeria has gone through this medical challenge of flying abroad, Germany, Saudi Arabia, to get medical treatment. Yet,
before, yes,
with that experience, we couldn't build a class hospital in Nigeria such that till now. Can you imagine, my brother? The solution is already in the comment section. In this private comment section, I don't want to say it out. If you go to that private chat, that is the solution.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. That we have to, because you clearly, even the guy narrated in the video now, that the reason why he didn't go to Germany because his medical record was compromised. Why are you going to even foreign countries? They can inject you with anything, and maybe that's how he got poisoned. Even because even Abacha, was it not Mustafa that was saying that he suspected that the delegation that came with Arafat was the one that poisoned Arafat, this in Abacha, because Abacha doesn't travel. They came to Nigeria to see him. The people that came with him, they said that maybe somebody transferred poison to the delegation, and one of the members, after Abacha shook the guy's hand, Abacha has never been the same. And that is some people coming to Nigeria, not to mention going overseas. Abiola died in front of foreigners. Abiola's illness started in front of when Condoleezza Rice was in Nigeria there. And we keep still allowing these things to be happening to us because the problem with our people is that I wouldn't call it a problem. It's supposed to be a good thing. We respect elders. So the problem there is that the moment they buy your elders, you are done for. You don't question things anymore. And we have to have a radical culture of questioning authority and saying, what is going on here? You don't have to insult. There's no insult in it. You say, what is going on here? How is this good for our people? What you are telling me to do now? You have to question them and say, when you are calling stuff that is wrong, it is wrong. And maybe that will sit them up. Because there's a reason why even Chairman Mao in China, there was a time they were going after the elders. Like physically, the young people went after the elders in China. And when I watch all these things before, I'll be wondering, how can you do that? Going after professors, this is kind of culture that leads to that kind of anger. A culture where elders that should know better choose not to do the right thing. Look at Shetima standing next to Tinubu and all those people, all those grown men reinforcing our failure every single day. They are not, if they really cared about our people, they should be completely outraged by what the country is facing.
They have never cared. They don't care. Tinubu was the national leader of APC throughout the 8 years of Buhari. Tinubu did not hold Buhari accountable for not giving a sophisticated hospital to Nigeria. So what are we talking about? These people don't care. And the same person wants to be the president of Nigeria. He will stay there for the next 8 years, God forbid. He will still not give us a good hospital.
They will not.
All of them have a private jet. They can fly out anytime whenever they have headache. It's one eye inside.
Naija Watch, let me just tell you one thing. They don't want to do any of these things. Do you know why? Ask yourself. 300 billion that is now used to carry out this election that is in shambles now is already $500 million worth in Nigeria by federal exchange. And a $500 million hospital. People will come and start looking at it.
Imagine.
So that's just what I want you to do. I just want to draw your mind to what is happening. That they don't want it.
I'm aware, sir. I read history all the time. It's very sad. These people is even more sad for the people that are supporting them. Based on tribalism, it's from my village and all that. But you are forgotten that these people will never give you that thing that you are looking for.
Exactly.
It's
And
very
we're all poorer for it, for that kind of attitude. We are all getting poorer and poorer because the whole world is leaving us behind. You know, and one other thing about this thing, I just wanted to add something about that passport where that the judge was saying something about it not mattering. They forget that on the passport, he stated that he was Guinean. And if, let's say, they gave him a diplomatic passport and honorary citizen, as they like to say, if that was the case, on that passport, he was meant to put Nigerian there. Otherwise, it would be against international law. You can't cloak somebody's nationality under the name of giving them diplomatic passport or in a honorary diplomatic passport, whatever way you call it. So they can't have it both ways. Either he lied on that passport that he's a Guinean national, or he was made a citizen of Guinea. One way or the other, something is wrong with that, this thing, the narrative that they are painting. And this is why it took them so long, because they are thinking, which way should we go? Should we go that is honorary, or should we go that is a citizen? But they know that the citizen one is going to bond them, so they went for honorary, because the only way they can be faulted now is, why did he lie on the passport? Why did he go and partake in something that is supposed to be illegal? Because you are not supposed to state that you are Guinean when you're actually Nigerian on any passport. So these are the things nobody would tell you, because nobody's. I just feel bad for Nigerians sometimes. Some of the things they don't tell people about. And this is what annoys me when I see elders sometimes. And the other day when this guy came here, people were angry that the questions I asked him. Because when I look at them, I don't know where to start. Why bother asking them questions when you feel like these people are already compromised?
So, Niger, the question you asked wasn't in line and wasn't in tandem with the issues that we're asking about the court case. So it's not like anybody was putting it on. There are certain things or certain times you ask certain questions. So, don't bring it up as if what you asked was a very valid question, but it was for the wrong time and it was off topic. Let's get that clear.
The idea was for you to understand where my mind was, because people don't understand when I look at this. I don't look at it from the way you just look at it. Oh, let's just talk about this, because there's no point.
You know that wearing the gown or whether they are wearing those wigs, it had no bearing with the constitutional law that we wanted to be educated from Chief Ozekome. So it wasn't about the wig. So you brought a wig that wasn't part of the story. Is it a wig that will make Peter the Rock Obi win? That's the question you should ask yourself. So if
the question you should be asking yourself is, if that guy can argue for foreign wigs to be won, can he not be bought?
The style of dressing influence what the judges were going to say or what they were going to write? The answer is no, and I know that you know the answer. So why ask that question? So you missed the important question.
I don't know the answer actually. Okay, I didn't know the answer. I would have been happy to hear him say, you know what, since you raised this issue up, I'm going to think about it.
Let me put it on the record. Let me put it on the record. The answer will have been no, because when you come to constitutional court case, nobody looks at dressing. That does not affect what the judges would write. Let's get it to Nigeria. Don't be too overly smart. We're trying to open people's eyes here. Asking question about wigs or asking question about if they are wearing trousers or pants or sneakers, that was not a valid question to ask at that moment.
You see, you are doing exactly what you claim to be against. You keep saying you want us to determine have our own voice, but you are willing to have people that have other people's voice take the narrative and argue for using other people's voice, other people's apparels.
Bearing with the court case, and it had no bearing with the questions we were asking to be educated about the constitution and what was going on about the court case with Peter the Rock Obi and the Labour. It had no connection. Let's get it right.
It may not have any connection to you. It may not have any connection to you, but to me, they are all connected. Is it not Peter Obi's people now that are in Labour Party trying to sabotage this party? Is it not Peter Obi's people that are doing that?
No influence on the scheme of things with the court case. I am going to repeat it. Dressing has nothing to do with the judgment of Peter the Rock Obi. You were asking questions about
dressing. Today now, can you ask him about that dressing now? Can you ask him about that dressing today?
Nigeria, does that make sense? How can you be asking somebody about dressing?
Okay, now you cannot ask him about that dressing today, which is also a very important issue. But he came on. You have an opportunity to ask somebody a question that is maybe more important than what you are, because whatever you're asking him that day, tell me what difference has changed today on the ground.
Yeah, that is why I said the questions you were asking about dressing. it had no bearing with the present court case. They stole our mandate. Don't you understand what I'm saying? They stole our mandate.
All you care is about your mandate, or you really don't care. You are one of them too. You pretend as if you care about the country. All you care about is your mandate. You don't care about the bigger picture. Once you get your mandate, you are going to forget about all the corruption that is involved, everything else that comes with it.
That's unfair to you to say that I don't care about
because that's your focus. That's your real focus. Because all you just care is that, oh, but my mandate. Can you ask him that question about his wig now? You cannot ask him because that's the only chance you've got to see him. Many people have asked him about the court case. Why do I have to ask him about the court case again? I chose to ask him a different question, and you have an issue with that.
Clarify you. It means that I care.
Other people have asked about the court case that day, so there has to be diversity of questions. I asked him a different question, and the way he answered it, I wasn't very happy, and we are today upset about what Abati said.
To Nigeria, we are not quarreling. No, I'm just trying to tell you that your question is a valid question, and I told you that. I said that your question is valid, but it wasn't in tandem with the reason why Michael Zekome came, and it was totally off. You were talking about dressing.
It was right. Don't you see? You don't have the opportunity to ask them any question again because that's the only reason why they come out. They come out when it matters to you, but they go on and carry on with the same culture. Just like our leaders refuse to build a hospital for us, just like our leaders refuse to give us energy. They come and table a discussion for you to talk about. They don't give you room to ask pertinent questions.
Especially to ask the culture of the proceeding or the process of court case, not dressing. If you are talking about culture and process, those are the kinds of questions you will be asking pertaining to this story.
I just said you can't pigeonhole. Everybody has asked those questions already. You want 101 question. The extra one question that I asked is the one you have an issue with. People have already asked those questions. There's no point repeating the same question. I chose to go a different direction, and you have an issue with that.
Attacking you. And somebody made a comment like that sometime last week. I never said those questions were not valid, but it was not in tandem with the case.
No, there are no rules to asking questions that is good for our people. There are no rules to read. Come on, you can't say just because the person showed up today to talk about only one court case, then you don't ask him. So are you telling me Tinubu will show up here today and say, let me come and discuss about this in Lagos? And you are going to leave all the other issues about passport and everything aside? Seriously?
Let's hear from.
Are you going to do that?
Believe me, hear me. I am just seeing you. That's what I'm doing. Thank you. I've made my point.
Thank you, both of you. Let me move on to someone else entirely. Thank you very much to Nadia for your submission. I'll come back to you again. Let me go to Inis TV. Thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Please talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Hello.
Yeah, we can.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me just quickly round up the whole thing. I won't stay long. First of all, Dr. Abati, I have said, I think twice on this program that Dr. Abati is very cunning. I would like to use the word that is intelligently cunning. And if you have a man that is intelligently cunning, then you have a problem because he can dance from left to right, from center to the east, west, and he will be able to carry you along until you realize where is this man carrying me to. I will want to describe him as you know those funny little rodents that will be eating your toes and be funny you too. That is how I see him. I have said it over and over again. When he's talking, you have to be intelligently wise to pick the area he is going. He said the Constitution does not talk about health report and all the rest, that the Constitution only talk about capacity. How do you measure a man's capacity? Do you sit him down and ask him to do an attitude test? Or do you ask him to go and run around Onikon Stadium that will be a very fine thing. But the health report is just a simple way. It might not be a complete guide to knowing whether it's capable or not, but it could be a stepping stone to knowing their health. Not just if he's sick. It could also be the psychologically, if he's psychologically okay, mentally okay too. And those are the things that he should have also looked at, not just saying capacity. That is for that. So Ruben was a little bit trickish here. And another thing with the Apapa Lamidi, I want to say the self-imposed national chairman for Labour. This is a very big problem. This is a very big problem. I don't know how Labour Party is going to resolve this issue. It's a very big problem because I discovered for the past 12 years, the politicians have been able to manipulate, use, misuse, and abuse the judiciary. The judiciary now is just like a puppet in their hands. They can use the judiciary the way they want. That was why Mike Igini was pleading even before now that the judiciary should stand tall. But the way I think now, the judiciary has no stamina to stand tall. That is why I am afraid of the Peter Obi petition to the court and all the rest. Normally, he has more than enough evidence to win the case in a normal country. But Nigeria is not a normal country. That I guarantee you. Then talking about the video, I saw the video when Bola Ahmed Tinubu came. If you look at virtually 90% around him are people that are above 70 or thereabouts. 80% of people are around him are people that are above 70. And so I would not be surprised if his cabinet, you have people of that age. From our investigation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be 85, 86 years and not 71 as he claimed. So you discover that these are the same set of people that have been ruling this country since independence. And they just don't want to relinquish power to the next generation. In fact, our own generation has no hope of ruling that country again because me, I'm above 50. We are now begging them to please pass it to the generation after us that is between 35, 40 and thereabouts. The president of France is about that age, 40, I think it's 45, 46. France is one of the superpowers in the world. The president of Canada, I think he's less than 40. So why must it be that every time Nigeria, if it's not a man that is old and sick, there is nothing wrong with being sick, because officially from 60 years, the body begins to how do you call it now, the physically, mentally, and all the wise, the body begins to depreciate. It's the call of nature. So I am not angry that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not too heady. It is expected. He is 85, 86 years old. So, but Nigeria has a population of over 200 million. And the youths are close to 120 million. Intelligent, well cultured school. Why is it that it is we, this youth, that is still dancing with these our grandfathers? It is we, this youth, that these people still use. It is we, this youth, that have always been there like a stepping stone for them to climb up. And don't be surprised, tomorrow it is this same youth that will start shouting when he did not or could not perform. So sometimes I ask myself, what do we really want? Well, I just pray that if God really wants a change in this country, he should please use Peter Obi, and he should please use the judiciary, because from what I read yesterday, even the judiciary are beginning to think, is it not better if we try as much as possible to stop this man? They are beginning to think twice, not because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bad, but because it is believed that a lot of things will go wrong. A lot of things will go wrong. There will be locally and internationally, we will be like a laughing stock to the world. And we are also trying as much as possible to liaise with others to try as much as possible while we start to campaign and try as much as possible to ask the judiciary to stand tall, because I think they are the last hope now. But people like Apapa Lamidi has the way of dancing with the judiciary. That is why we are afraid. If at the end of the day, Peter Obi, who virtually gets the mandate that has been stolen, because even Times magazine published that Peter Obi won Port Harcourt. So there are a lot of other states that Labour Party won. So if you look at it, if this case continue and the case went where, definitely Peter Obi will be announced as the winner. I had some last week in London, some of all those our lawyers who are practicing in the UK came out and protest that the 25% of Abuja is so clear. And definitely these are lawyers, those in the judicial system that will have friends back home. And definitely they must have liaise with those at home, and they will try as much as possible to see how the Nigerian Bar Association can try as much as possible to have a free and fair and credible court case, you know. That is all I have to say. I am psychologically sick because of this Apapa Lamidi issue. Is a very big problem, very big. I will beg you, if you have any ways of getting in touch with those in the Labour Party, they should please make hay while the sun shines to quickly stop him. If it's to go to another state, get a court injunction, since the judiciary has become a puppet to the politicians, then the Labour Party should also go to court and try as much as possible to get an injunction to stop him. The earlier, the better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ines TV. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your submission. Hopefully, Nigerians, especially the ones that are still sleeping by now, will realize that you're not going to get anything good from this government that you are pushing in us, that you are pushing for Nigeria to accept. You will never get anything good from them. I promise you that. God forbid they succeeded in taking, I don't know what the judiciary is doing right now. Fingers crossed, because they are the last hope. Anyway, let me move on. Thank you, Epai. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us, sir.
Thank you very much, Naja Watch. As usual, that's come again. Thank you, fellow panelists. Comment section, I greet all of you. Nigerians all over the world and worldwide, I greet all of you this evening. Let me just quickly start with Dr. Abati. That guy, I don't know why most of you are still surprised in his attitude right now. This is the true nature of a Yoruba man. Many of them. Tribalism starts in them. It runs in their bloodstream. Many of them, this is their attitude. Because it's not Tinubu now. This is why this man is behaving the way he's behaving. So when you start, just take your mind back from, since you've been meeting most of them, their behavior. If you've worked with them before, if you've dwelled with them before or lived with them before, just check yourself, ask yourself. You will know exactly who these people they are. Just forget about he's a doctor. Just forget. When it comes to that when it comes to that, it's a different human being. Tribalism runs in their bloodstream, no matter how you look at it. If you watch him, if he's dealing with anything that has to do with APC, he does it with reservation. So when you're not saying, maybe he's hoping for a job from Tinubu, who knows? And these are part of the people that work with Jonathan. Those that Jonathan was really having problems in different directions. So for me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Anybody who don't expect anything from this man, they are good Yorubas. But the ones that are good are good. They tell you how it is. But these people that eat a camel, with my mind, this set of them, because it's not all of them. Just forget about them. So please, people should take this message with them, and then when it's happening, you will not be surprised. And you will not be dumbfounded. If you don't calculate them this way and try to see them in this aspect, in this direction, it's like you are causing yourself pains. You will discuss the issue endlessly. You are still going to see the same thing from the next one. Unless those ones who are self-disciplined and who are outspoken that doesn't compromise. The ones that compromise, they only compromise when it comes to tribalism. They don't compromise for other people. So that is that. Now, we are talking of no good hospital in Nigeria, no good hospital in Nigeria. Buhari has built hospital now in Niger, but no one is built in Nigeria. He said it vividly. If he return to Daura, it's not okay for him. He will move over to go and stay in Niger. Did he hide it? Was it 5 years ago? He just said it. So, that is just these people. That's just these people. They are like that. If you look at the video that was going viral today, when that native doctor, the so-called native doctor that called himself LP chairman, if you look at him when he was talking, you will know that that guy was a serpent. When he was counting how Tinubu has affected people, how many people Tinubu has produced, how many people is in House of Rep that has gone through Tinubu or through his finance, how many people that is in House of Senate that has gone through Tinubu or House of Finance, how many of these that has also served under him or served other people that Tinubu has infected, then you will now know that if Tinubu entered there, Nigeria is Tinubu's property. If he entered there, because with what I listened to today and what I followed up, meaning in the House of Rep and House of Senate, is just going to be an open state to say, sir, tell us how you want it so I will go and pass it. I wasn't myself when I listened to that man. So tomorrow you will not say, we don't know where these things are coming from. This man said Tinubu have started since 35 years ago, making sure in every corner he makes sure he's there to push people. It was a clear confession. So why are we being surprised? Now, let me tell you, somebody was saying they don't know, or if the House of Rep or House of Senate has not moved any motion that has to favor the nation. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. The only motion that was moved to favor the nation was this electoral reform of 2022, if you follow it carefully. But I'll tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, if they knew and they had an idea about what it is to work with computing, if they had an idea of what it is, Buhari would have signed it in life. It is because of that thing that Buhari signed now that is now hooking everybody now. Because what the mistake they made, what they loaded, has become a kind of a stamp that cannot be erased. So what are they up to now? So that electoral reform that happened last year, that has exposed them now, Buhari would have signed that into law. They thought it was just a child's play, because most of them, they are computer illiterate. Now they've seen it. They've seen what Buhari have signed. They have just quite unease with themselves. So that is the way, because they never saw it as a reality. The foresight was not there for them to not really say, what is the vision of computer in action? Now it has come to this. They've been exposed beyond what anybody can understand. And I want to also tell you guys some certain things. If people knew what happened today in the defense house, When Tinubu wife chased all the people, all the APC from Anambra State out of the not to see Tinubu today. The husband has not been sworn in, but she chased those people that came from Anambra State out of the defense house today. She is thinking that she can do what Yaradua wife did. She's making a mistake. She's making a mistake because Shetima is not Jonathan. Jonathan made responsibility with education, but Shetima, forget it. If they think that is going to be the same thing they are going to do after us during the time of Yaradua, it happens that if they try that, they say maybe they want to say they will sideline Shetima. I bet you it is Boko Haram that will come there to come and end the man. That's where they are making. That's where they always make mistakes that will always affect them, that they will pay dearly and they will bite their fingers. So if they just think now that yes, we have to do it this way, it will not become an issue of the cabas. They should forget about it. Buhari did it. And what pains me so much is if we don't take cognizance of what has been coming up since 1999, it's only Obasanjo and Jonathan that has been a healthy man that has ruled Nigeria. They might be having some health issues that might not be known, but not so pronounced. But look at these people. The rest of them, Yaradua, we're not wishing him bad. Buhari went with the Nigeria government flight to London, parking there for 6 months. Millions of dollars was paid there for parking. Millions and millions. He was always vacating there, going to London. In most cases, when he goes, somebody doesn't even know. At the end,
please
look at what happened.
Thank you.
Now, the third one is coming again with EET. And at the end of the day, they want to come and plan this one again on Nigerians. For what reason? Nobody really understands. It's so painful. Now, we have been saying, what can we do to change the narratives on ground?
Are you hearing me,
Ladies
sir?
and gentlemen, the only thing Nigeria can do to change narrative on ground is on the justice department, the judicial department of Nigeria. If the justice department takes it up, do the needful, check balance this house of this executive branch, we'll start to see sanity in Nigeria's system. We will start to see sanity in Nigeria's system. Because these are the only people who say, you are not above the law, you must face it, and we must do this thing. I'm sorry, Mr. President, or my former president, you have to go to 6 months.
Okay, Mr. Edwin, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. Thank you. All right, let me move on to the next person. Gingerbread Man, please talk to us, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Naija Watch, I greet you. I greet everybody. You see, Naija Watch, I thank you very much for this, memory lane you took us back so that Nigerians will understand what is about to repeat itself. You see, it pained me a lot, just as I submitted when Peter, what's his name, Tunanja was speaking, that after what, may his blessed soul rest in peace, Yaradua, after what he went through in terms of his health, still, the government did not deem it fit to set up, hospitals that are equivalent to the ones which they travel abroad to go and receive treatment. We have very, very smart, educated doctors. I mean, it's in the public space. Everyone knows how good our people do in every field they find themselves, including in the health sector. So you can see how devilish, satanic, and wicked our leaders are. You see, while that video was playing, I was looking at, these various clips that were, coming and going, and I noticed that there were faces that I saw in, the National Assembly that are still the current people that are recirculating. A face like, what is this, hopeless Uzodinma? I saw his face there. That means this man has been in the, in the sector of government, of governance for this long time. Even the current Senate president, I saw his face there. So this is just that Nigeria is bad, and our leaders that have failed continue to circulate themselves, and that is why the country is not moving. And they refuse to allow, the next generation who are supposed to be up to date with the current dimension in which the country and the world is moving. But they decide to continue to circulate them, the old maggot brains. And this is where we find ourselves. You see, what is about to happen to us is, if we allow it to happen, it will happen. Nigerians are smart, Nigerians are very intelligent, but Nigerians don't get mind. I'm saying it on air. Nigerians don't get mind. Because if Nigerians get mind, by now, what would they talk? Nobody would talk. That 25th of February, where the election go like this, by now, the ones who even day, we still day, they go there aside, they go they run for their head. But Nigerians just come, we talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. They know that we will not carry out action. Nigeria needs to undergo what Sowore has been saying, and needs to go extreme from what Sowore has said. Revolution now. That revolution has to be beyond just political revolution. That is how we have to clear these people away. Look at what is about to happen. Making us look like fools. We have doctors, we have professors, we have intelligent writers, we have engineers spread across the world. Then what we saw koro in our eye, a man who was looking like Fulani Bangala man was sick and went out. Came back, he's all plumped up with facial ascites and truncal ascites with a peak line. And you are telling us that he's healthy? You see, what the people, those group of ethnic fanatics, the Yorubas, who are following, I'm not generalizing. I used a section of them who are fanatically following this man because they think he's going to rule. My dear, you see that Shetima? The North has so designed it in a way they have told Nigeria that power belongs to them. What they are planning to do is such that this power will go back to the North. In other words, trying to retaliate according to them what they said Obasanjo did to them by putting Yaradua, who was not feeling fine, and power went back to the South. That is what they are trying to do. If we not shine on our eyes, Nigerians, every day I hear people come on Nigeria Watch. Most of us are outside the shores of Nigeria. And we are lamenting, we are crying, we are speaking because we are seeing what Nigeria should be that it is not. And people back home are business as usual. When it goes set, tell me I need to like talk too much. I'm a man of action. So we're in a public space. I would rather rest my case. But you see, Tinubu is not feeling fine. Tinubu has a peak line. You can Google what a peak line is used for. The man is not feeling fine. And that is why you see him plumped up. That plump up is not that, it's not good living. No. It's fluid retention. He has a condition that is causing him to retain fluid. Could be liver problem, could be liver failure, could be kidney problem, it could be kidney failure. It could be heart problem. So we are talking about a man that can cardiopulmonary arrest at any point in time. Not to say that the man, he's not even the one who won the election. And yet, these same political, evil, wicked, devilish people want to force him in. And Nigerians are quiet. Nigerians will not storm the place and tear the whole place down. That inauguration will not take place. Come on. Except we won't continue to suffer. There is no place like home. Be you in America, be you in Canada, there is no place like home. There is no place like home. So, if you talk, you go die. If you not talk, you go die. If you fight, you go die. If you not fight, Fulani will constantly kill you, you go die. It better make you defend your country and die. I don't talk finish.
Thank you. Thank you, Gingerbread Man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Okay, now let's hear from Mama Isho. Ish is available for us now. Mama Isho, we called you before. You were not there. Please talk to us, guys. Help us to press on the like button. Continue to share. Support us by clicking on the dollar sign. God bless you all, my people. Thank you. Go ahead, Mama. Good evening to you once again.
Yeah, you didn't hear from me because I waited for you to let me speak before I sleep. But when you were talking, you were not stopping. I have to sleep.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Too many things happened last night, but we thank God. There's one of us that comes to your either your show or Moya's show. They had an accident last night, so they called me. We thank God nobody died, but they sustained injury.
Oh, very sad. Very sad.
As at when they called, they were looking for a ride to the hospital.
Mr. Niger Wash.
It was, please, I'm talking.
Somebody's talking.
No, I was just going to say, you remember that guy that called to your show yesterday, Mr. Obona, the one you told not to travel at night, he's the guy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was Mr. Obona himself and his brother are currently at the UBTH. They called around, there was nobody, so when they called me, it was so frightening. I cracked my head to see what we can do. And since I knew I don't know what to do, we have to call on God to send help from the four corners. In 30 minutes time, they called me. Road safety came and they took them to the hospital. So when they got to the hospital, they also called. The last call, I called them to know the situation. They were already admitted. I think according to him, there's likely a broken bone here. The younger brother leg, I pray that one doesn't have any injury there, but they were waiting to go for X-ray or get result of X-ray. So he was on and off in the night, so I didn't sleep. And I enter my day, another but
thank you, Mama. Thank you.
We thank God that they were alive. We thank God they know we are family and they could call, because in situation like that, you just need your family to just give you the word of encouragement and hope so that the brain can reset. Their vehicle entered into the ditch. I think the driver slept off. That's what happened. But we still need to find out exactly what took place. I was so scared to death last night about them because, I don't know, a woman was there with a child, but I was told the woman was, they find her for the woman because of the child on time so that they can find their way. But that's in Nigeria we have.
That is what we are talking about. You'll be talking since I was waiting for you to mention ambulance came, because there's no ambulance.
No ambulance.
No ambulance.
Then another thing,
you are on your own.
Another news that came yesterday, a little bit frightened, but then I like the fact that he came so that we can, not just me, in as much me and the other person was mentioned in that discussion, but it is meant for all of us so that if any of us want to travel here, home, please, 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 call your embassy. If you have a dual citizen, make sure your embassy, your homeland security, they know you are in Nigeria. Because all the Abobaku of Tinubu, they are everywhere. One of us traveled to Nigeria and came back. He called me yesterday. He said from Heathrow Airport, the Abobaku of APC Egbekegbe. Now you and mommy, show they were showing other account and Dr. Damages and all. You and mommy, show now they run on a mouth.
Okay, let's move on with the topic now, mommy.
No. This is very important, my dear. This is very important. You and mommy, show now they run on a mouth. He got to Lagos, it's the same story. On the street, it's the same story. It's dangerous, so don't say we should run. He has to protect himself with 4 SSL, but even in the midst of the SSL, he has to have private security left and right. When they're waiting for him, hoping for him to come out, he's behind, according to him, enter into the bathroom to change and put hood, go for his hair and come back and go into the bathroom to change. So this is not just let us talk. No, we have to discuss this so that any of us who wants to travel will prepare very well in terms of security. Nigeria, I'm coming home.
Prepare about. Nigeria is dangerous everywhere you want to go. So there's no preparation that will protect you in Nigeria. So there's no need of talking to each other. You cannot sort it out.
Because you all have family at home. Something may happen and you will.
That's what I'm saying. But we can't protect it if you don't have the right person in number 1 seat. That's just the fact. We all are dribbling ourselves.
So the question is this: if we don't have the number 1 seat, so we all stay here. That is the more reason May 29 must not happen. May 29 must not happen. It has not happened. It is like this. What about when it happened?
The same Nigerians that you are talking about, some of them having difficulties and all that, they are silent as we are talking right now. Are they not there?
Hello.
Passing through the pains even more than us.
See, that is how we should know what we are fighting. That is the more reason we should understand the battle at hand. I'm taking time to explain all this so that we can understand. He has not entered. It is like this. What will happen? If we even decide to say, okay, let us, is it not 4 years? 4 years will be over. He has not entered. It is like this. You see, in as much some of Oshowore's talk offend some of us, and we don't know the angle is coming from. This is it. Showore knows that what Apapa is doing today will happen. He knows. So when we are saying join, this is the reason he never wanted to join. Because the very party for which Obi went to go and campaign, he knows this will happen. He knows. Now, they are the one who say it doesn't have structure. They are the one that call you people lazy youth. They are the one that say no structure. They are the one who call you people internet people. They are the one who say don't come and vote. They are the one who say go to court. They are still the one telling you to go and withdraw your case from the court. How many are these people? I just want to know, how many percentage are these people? How many? I want to know. Children, I want to know. I still ask you, children, home and abroad, 29 of May must not happen. Because if it happen, all of us don't dare exile. All of us don't dare exile. If you like, make anything happen to somebody that is dear to you in that country, Nigeria, you can't go without waiting. I just talk so. Children home and abroad. Plan for 29. And those of you will get evidence. Evidence of all of them. It is time we use the weapon of shame. Every evidence. Now, not that I old school I be. Now, I be new school. Technology they una handle. Make una use her. Make una use her. Evidence against their wife. Evidence against their children. Every evidence. On all of them. Spare no one. It is war, children. It is war for survival. It is war against our destiny. It is war against our dignity. It is war. They are the one that ask you people to go to court. If they are sure of their victory. Why planting a papa to cause this? And he walked with his leg to go and withdraw petition. He didn't put there. That means if the judiciary really sits, the case will not take hours for us to get victory. And now they are pressing the last button. And it is a shame to those LP that are collecting Ghana must go in this state. It is a shame. This is the reason. This is the reason Showore says, I will not. But those who doesn't know, they think it is pride. Showore know this will happen. Children, this is a fight to finish. Or no government.
Mama Esho, I don't understand what you say. Showore knows what will happen. What? Showore is against to be 100%. What are you saying?
No, you see, don't forget, this is not Obi matter. This is your destiny.
That's what I'm saying. Then what's Showore fighting for?
This katakata happening in the party. This katakata that is happening. So when I know that majority of the people in LP, they are planted by these evil people.
But Mama Hecho, I'm a bit confused though. Because
confused,
he's not targeting. He's not. If he knows all this, he's not targeting his comments in that direction. What he tends to do is He's picking up on things that.
You listen. We are not here to discuss your. Let us not lose focus. I just brought it into what is happening in LP as a party. LP is a mixed multitude. Some are from PDP, some are from APC. They are mixed multitude, and they are there to cause this kata.
I think there was an interview today where the LP, one of the LP stalwarts, made a disclosure. No, not Apapa. He made a disclosure that the LP party in the past were being paid to sabotage the party, but with the present chairman, they could not do that, and that is why they are trying to get rid of him.
Let her round up, Busy Breeze. Let her round up.
Oh my chef, well. Oh chef, well. Oh do me fún ẹ. Ó dùn mí fún ẹ lásìkò yìí. Ó dùn mí fún ẹ ìwà Papa. Lóòótọ́ wọ́n ní kòkòrò tó ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ inú ẹ̀fọ́ ló wà. Ó mà ṣe fún ẹ o. Ó ṣe fún ẹ. But ṣùgbọ́n jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ kó mọ nǹkan. They say na fly wey not dey hear one, and they follow dead body enter grave. Papa. Now you be fly wey not dey hear one. And as you know dey hear one, you go follow dead body enter grave for this matter. You look me and my children finish. Una do the nonsense from beginning. Una say they be lazy youth. Nothing una not call my children home and abroad. Papa. There's nothing you people did call these children. You people stole their destiny. And you people gave them hopelessness, poverty, and lack. In the process, many women has lost those same children to their wickedness. They lost them. Those women are crying today. No begin to put water for cup for them. Papa. No begin to put water for cup for those women to drink. And they are in their old age suffering because of their wickedness. They are suffering because of you people wickedness. And these children, you turn them to Yahoo boys and girls. The younger generation are cutting the neck of their mother to do ritual because of what you not do. Papa. You turn them to Boko Haram. You turn them to Fulani herdsmen and kidnapper. Every crime you can talk about in Nigeria today, Nigeria youth has are there. Not because they want to become that, because that is the only thing you people give them room to do. And call 2022-23, they said they want to change for good. They now choose somebody they feel has what it takes to make them change for good and use what Papa God put for here to make a legitimate living. They work hard. They voted their choice. Despite the evil and killing during the election, during the registration for voters card, una suffer there. Few days, few weeks to election, una withdraw cash. In hunger, they still went down. As Onyema and Tereba threatened and killed some of them, they still went to vote. That's a result. You people stole it from them and you tell them. You dare my children. You tell them to go to court. They went to court. You people provoke them. But their principal asked them to be patient. They listen. We're not going to stop there. Papa, they now gave you Ghana must go to come and do this evil. The only thing when I go tell you, and those walking around you, now fly. When not they hear what? Now they follow dead body enter grave. Children! The drum has been beaten. Let us dance to their music. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama Isho. Thanks for your submission. All right. I would like us to hear from Busy Brains. Busy Brains, thanks for joining us. I'll come back to you at One Love. You're going to be the last person. Busy Brains, good evening to you, madam. Please talk to us in 8 minutes.
Good evening, Oga Elvis and the lovely panel, and well as all those that are watching and listening and commenting in the comment section. Good evening to you all, afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Whatever the time, yeah. Sorry, I came in a bit late, so I'm just going. I wasn't really clear on the topics, but I came in when Mr. Tunaija, I think, was giving his own points, his own submission. While I feel he spoke very well, and I understand where he was coming from, but I just wanted to add my own 2 cents.
But you know what the topic is all about.
We
were talking about Tinubu's health and what happened before. We went back in history, how Yaradua died, you know, how these satanic leaders were hiding it from Nigerians. So now Tinubu's health is unknown. So these are the things we're talking about. So these are the area Tunaja was very, very upset that maybe history is about to repeat itself again.
Repeat itself. Yeah. So and it is looking very, very similar to what was obtained during Yaradua. The only difference is that Yaradua appears to be more of a decent human being than Tinubu. With Tinubu, I strongly feel, although right now I don't know if he even has capacity to make that decision that he wants to quit the game, but we know that at the beginning he was fighting for it, that it is Omilokon. Whether he's still doing Omilokon even to his dying to the grave is what I'm not so sure. Whether it is his handlers that have now carried over the matter and are pushing his own agenda, I mean their own agenda, because at the end of the day, if he is poorly and sickly, what can he sign? What will he be able to read? He will be there as a figurehead, but who would be the person that would be putting stamping the documents? Who would be the person that will be making those key decisions that would greatly matter? Or so it is really, really something of great concern. And I don't know how we as Nigerians need to push that forward as well right now, while we are also trying to fight for our mandate. Because the truth of it is, somebody will fill in the vacuum. And we can see already that they are not. I think I saw the other video where you showed somebody who was who was, prompting Agbado on what to say, and then the look on the deputy, it's like, where did that come from? So it appears like he is not even in the kitchen cabinet. He doesn't really know what is going on. But I don't think that would be, in as much as they would want to sideline him. My understanding of this is that the Hausas really want him to be in the event anything, it would be that he would be taking over from Agbado. But if the Agbado are sidelining him and not giving because from what if history serves me right, what's his the one Yaradua was dead for a while before anybody knew. Not even his vice president knew. So it tells you that those that are within his kitchen cabinet, they should be held responsible. And we need to know who those people are. Who are those that are his handlers? Are his handlers within? Are his handlers are also handled by by external forces? Because something that came to my attention is that some people have made requests to get Agbado's FBI files, but for some reason it's like that is not being the access to that is not being given, which makes me wonder why. If we don't get access, the people doing it are obviously representing the obedience. If we don't get access to those documents, that should be a huge pointer to Nigerians to know that Nigeria is not in the hands of Nigerians. You understand? It is the global elites are part of the situation we found ourselves. And if we go back to history is kind of like repeating itself. The same people or the same cabals that hijacked the African continent and carried us away as slaves to other parts of the world. The level of that satanic wickedness to trade in human beings, enslave them in the most inhumane conditions and situations is what is still happening now, but in a different way and in a different form. Because how can a country, as rich as it is, as Nigeria is, we are still enslaved? That a whole nation do not have an equipped hospital, that a whole nation do not have the state, that cannot boast of the state-of-the-art hospital that has the state-of-the-art equipment to treat versatile illnesses, even though we have the best physicians in the world who are experts in other countries and who also give their time by coming back to the motherland to try to carry out some much needed operations. That we cannot do that, but each senator, each governor, down to their minions or jets, our own presidents, our leaders, look at the Okerimadus. They came abroad for treatment. Something that they can be treated back home if there was that state-of-the-art equipment. Our roads are not good. People are dying. Look at what Mama Hecho said today about a Niger Watch family. And it was online when he called, and you were even cautioning him, traveling at this time, may God grant him quick recovery. Because of bad roads, the state of insecurity, they are killing us every day. That is another form of slavery, another form of man's inhumanity to man. And who is allowing that? The greed of our political elites, the immense greed that is in their belly. There is something circulating about a current serving APC. Is it? No, not. I don't think he's serving an APC governor. Or is it current now? I'm not so sure. Sorry about that. My thoughts have been distracted by, a current serving APC governor who has been kind of sodomized, or so to say, and is being blackmailed because It's all about the blackmail and being asked to make payments of over 500 million every month. You understand? So this is what is happening. This is where our own future is going down the toilet because of certain greed from certain people. Okay, my thoughts I've just been so distracted this morning, and I've got so much to say, but I'm not putting my thoughts across properly. The lack of fairness, lack of justice in the system is very, very appalling. Just look at, for example, now, the Adamawa reg. He cannot be found after committing a coup-like election. Yeah? But a Chudi, or was it a Chike Chudi, who wrote something on Twitter, was tracked down and locked up. But we cannot find the reg. Are they not complicit? Is INEC and the federal government not complicit?
Thank you, madam. Thank
I
you.
rest my case.
Because of
Thank
time,
you.
I appreciate you. Yes, One Love, please talk to us because I have a second segment which I need to take. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you for your service and for all the time that you usually come up here for this broadcast. I
Thank
do
you, sir.
appreciate your effort for the betterment of Nigeria. First of all, I just want to say hi to everyone who is here in the panel. I really like the point that Tunaja put forth tonight. I'm really impressed and I support everything that he has said. It's sad that at this point we do not have any way forward in our country. I mean, since 1999 and even since 1960, it's just as if we are just going back. We keep retarding and we're not moving forward. It's really sad. I watched a video that you played regarding Yaradua. I remember then I was still in Nigeria when Obasanjo was holding his cell phone while campaigning. Umaru, can you hear us? Talk to us, type of thing. These guys have been playing us for years and they just pretty much take us for granted. And I think, I mean, if you look at the country, majority of the people, although I know, are not kind of literate, I would say, because now I don't even think education is literacy anymore. Because when you look at what is going on in Nigeria, most people are not even aware of, the people in government or the people who they are supposed to hold responsible regarding what is going on. And these people are just happy. And it's as if they use that illiteracy as a weapon, to keep people down so they can't even have any sort of uprising against them. Now, we look at Tinubu when he came down from that private jet, the people around him are basically just, they appears to be bought. Like, they are just supporters that are bought with money, And even when you look at the whole election, no genuine person actually supported this guy. They are just there because they want to get one thing or the other. People like MC Oluomo, they are basically just with him because they are always getting something from him. Shetima know what is going on. All of these guys know what is going on. That Tinubu is not well, but they don't want to say anything about it because they all have their own agenda. They forced Yaradua upon us. I mean, I still say whatever is going on right now started from the PDP era. Obasanjo forced him on us, and now these guys picked up from there, and we keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And now here is Tinubu, who is not even feeling fine. He's not healthy. He's not in the right state of mind or even the right state of health, and he wants to become the president of Nigeria. Come on, just think about how much he spent to have that private jet in the airport or wherever he was, France or UK, I don't know. But all of those days he spent there, he had to pay money to park that jet in the airport. And that money is coming from Nigeria, coming from people, taxpayers' money in Lagos, who he has run down over the years, and they have nothing to write home about because he's been getting all his money from them, Just think about what happens when you calculate that amount of money and put it into getting a good hospital in every state of Nigeria. Just like what Tuna just said, it will go a long way. All of this brain drain and all of these doctors leaving every single day to go to the UK, to go to Canada, to come to the United States, it's not going to happen because people are well taken care of. I have a lot of physicians who are here who have run away from Nigeria. I mean, it's not easy when they come here, but they have to go through a lot of rigorous process. You see someone who has probably been practicing for years, they come down here and now they have to start from square one because the country is not good. The country is making them to run away. Look at all these push factors pushing people away from their country. So I think it's about high time we look at what is going on and not let history repeat itself. Because when you look at Tinubu, even without getting close to him, accessing him as a physician, you know that this guy is not okay. He's not well, And it's pretty obvious now that he went there for treatment. This is just what we are going to keep saying, even if he gets there, God forbid. It's going to be like every 2-3 months, president is gone. Every 2-3 months, president is gone because he wants to go and seek for treatment. So I just think it's more like history repeating itself again here when I watched that video. That was really sad. And I just hope this is not going to happen, in the long run.
Thank you.
I think at the end of the day, we all have to come together as Nigerians and decide what kind of country we need. There was a guy here that talked about Nigerians are not serious or something like that. He said by now we shouldn't let this thing happen. Yes, definitely. Whatever we can do. I know you're using your platform here. I really appreciate what you've been doing. Whatever anyone can do, whatever we can do. I just want to say, no matter what is going on right now, please, let's be united. I think one of the major reasons why they've captured us for years is because sometimes we are not united. Let's just be united. Let's throw away our differences, come together and talk as one Nigerians for now so we can get our country back.
My brother, let me quickly interject right there quickly because you have referenced something that
we
I said.
don't have that
watch,
time. Please, let him make 30 seconds, please.
30 seconds, yes. Let me tell you, Nigeria is already united. It is the unity of Nigeria that gave Labour Party that mandate. You understand? So let us not. The thing is that we have been united in the political understanding that we need to elect a new government. We need now to be united and take back the country forcefully.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please round up in a minute. One Love.
Okay. Yes, definitely. I understand where you're coming from. I just want to make sure that we keep on that unity, so we don't divide ourselves by tribe or religion or whatsoever. Because I think that's one of the major instruments that this political elite that they are using on us. But when they try to steal money, these guys don't look at that. They're all united, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, or whatever they are from, Edo. They unite together to steal that money, and they keep on oppressing us over the years. So let's keep doing that. In terms of the president leaving the country for healthcare, I just feel like the president don't need to leave the country. Just like what Abati was saying, that is a total mess that came out of his mouth. The president has to stay in the country. If he dies, like what Tuna just said, let him die in the country. Let it be that our healthcare was not good enough. That's the reason why the president died. And then from there, we can fix it. But they should stop running abroad to seek medical care. It's a total BS. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all for that first segment. It was a hot one. So I decided to allow everybody to vent because, bringing the history here, I already knew that, yes, it's going to put some people in a comfortable situation, or rather in an anger situation. So, but meanwhile, let us move on now to something else. As you all know, what is currently going on in Sudan, lots of Nigerians are there stranded and all that. So solutions are already coming out. But the first person who came out to render this solution is the person I would like us to talk about. It's Airpeace owner. So please, let us watch this video quickly. Before we go on this video, please, guys, can you help us to like and share? Continue to press on the like button. I can see we currently have 500 likes. God bless every one of you that have liked this broadcast today, and those of you that have shared as well. But I would like us to hit 700 likes today. We can. It's possible. God bless you all. Please, guys, press on the $sign. Encourage what we do here. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. For those of you that have super chatted us, I want to quickly appreciate you guys. Dr. Alexander Gomez, thank you very much, sir. Ame Bright, thank you. Nusa Khaire, thank you. Adelaja Ogumbi, thank you very much. Love of God is my strength. Thanks once again, Bella Naomi and Adola Wash. God bless every one of you. Thank you very much, everyone, right there, all our spectators, and those of you watching us, and those of you, on the comment section. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Let's quickly watch this video right here. Then we can take a final submission on it.
In Sudan is Alan Onyema, Chief Executive Officer of Air Peace. Welcome to the morning show.
Well, quickly, when we had issues in South Africa, you have to evacuate Nigerians. When there was COVID, you have to evacuate Nigerians from India and elsewhere. You keep doing this, and yet this same country has not deemed it necessary to give you national honor. What motivates you? Now you're saying you want to help Nigeria evacuate people from Sudan. On this program last week, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi said, I look forward to Alan Onyema helping to evacuate Nigerians, but they have to pay him. What motivates you to keep giving?
Well, to me, it's even a privilege. To be allowed to contribute my quota to my country. In fact, I'm a good adherent of what can you do for your nation and not what your country can do for you. So I thought that Nigeria is a country of about 378 ethnic nationalities. This is supposed to be our strength. The diversity we have today is an envy to all. It pains me that we have not been able to weave the country together in over 60 years of our independence. So it pains me. So whatever I have to do to encourage people to come together, to promote unity and at the same time encourage broad nationalism as against ethnic and religious nationalism which we have in this country. That is why I do it. I do it because I love this country. I believe we could be better than what we are having now. 378 ethnic nationalities. This is a source of strength. Meanwhile, we are not harnessing that. Instead, this blessing God has given us has become an albatross of a kind, and it pains me. So at all times, I like using my God's given blessings to see how I could help my country. It's not about evacuation alone. I laid down my life in the Niger Delta for this country. To me, to date, that is my greatest service to this nation, because Boko Haram would have been a child's play. But I laid down my life and got Niger Delta sorted, and today everybody's enjoying. People have forgotten all that. So a lot of people are talking about my intervention during evacuation, during the COVID time, Thailand, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, because Nigerians were destroying our embassies over there, and I felt that was a great disservice to the image of this country. And I sent in my jets to go and bring them back home during COVID. I feel personally honored to be allowed to do that. So it's not a publicity stunt, because I've been doing it right from secondary school through the university, trying to do things. My own activism is centered on trying to bring Nigeria together, because I believe it's something that we should all be proud of. However, it pains me that my gesture has turned and has started causing some kind of problems everywhere in the social media. People are trying to bring ethnic angle into it. For those who are supporting me, the Igbos who are rooting for me that an Igbo man is going to do this, do that, please stop. For other people from other tribes in Nigeria other than Igbo who have something or the other, or one or two things to say about it, stop. It's a Nigerian thing. It's not Igbo, it's not Yoruba, it's not Hausa. I don't want a good gesture to be turned into ethnic debacle. It pains me.
Well,
it makes me uncomfortable to the extent that I might not do this again, because
I want to promote unity, not to cause disunity with my gestures.
Absolutely. And I do hope that these talks would not discourage you from doing good work in Nigeria. We need more Nigerians like you to do more, in terms of social responsibility, helping out where needed. But I'd like to ask you, I want to assume that you're working at least with some form of support or...
Okay, I would like to stop it right there. You see that statement from Mr. Allen Onyema, is the CEO of Airpeace. The guy have been doing amazing job for a while. I personally remember what he did during the time of COVID-19, and this one, while you guys also have a different memories of him. So for me, I applaud him. I thank him for the good job that he's doing for Nigerians. But the same thing that one or two persons already doing on the comment section right here is what he was trying to talk about right there as well. Because if you go on the social media right now, especially on the Twitter and Instagram, people are already, changing this whole thing, turning into tribal sentiment, which is unacceptable. To be honest, if you ask me, yes, of course, credit to go to the Igbo people, but in the other way around, listen, guys, everything he has been doing and he providing his jet to evacuate Nigerians out of these dangerous one or two countries is not selective. He's not saying that this jet, I beg, now only Igbo people go enter inside. So for me, let's see it as a Nigerian who is right there helping Nigerians. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like everyone to talk on this for 5 minutes. If you want to watch the full video, it's right there on Rise. You're going to be amazed and very, very impressed on the statement from this man. Thank you. For me, I'm very, 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 very proud of him. I'm proud of him. He's doing amazing work since I get to know about Airpeace, to be honest. Thank you. I'll start with the first person on the panel, the way it is here. I would like, okay, let me start with the last person that's just joining us. I think that would be better. Give us a mandate. Thanks for joining us. I would like you to talk to us. Good evening to you. 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
very
you hear
clear.
me?
Very clear. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. Thank you very much
Thank
for giving me the opportunity to speak. Good evening to you. Good evening, to people in Nigeria, and then good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. Everyone in the comment section, greetings to everyone. So interesting. We're here again. Always coming to do this. Basically, on the videos that you played earlier, the one for Yaradua, hopefully Nigerians can remember history and not allow us to place sentiment when it comes to the issue of this presidency thing, because it's obvious that Tinubu is sick. He's sick. One, he's not coherent. Physically, he's not fit. Mentally, he's not fit. Character-wise, he's not fit. He lacks character, he lacks competence, he lacks compassion, he lacks love, he lacks capacity. So all of those things put him as a man that is not fit to rule a nation. When Donald Trump was Hillary said something about Donald Trump. Hillary said when it comes to a critical moment when a president of a nation needs to make a decision, if war happens, or you need an adversary, or you need to get some things done, and it's on the president to make decision. Donald Trump can ruin down the nation. They didn't take her for her word then until the January 6th insurrection happened in Washington, D.C., and the House of the People was about to be brought down simply by one man called Donald J. Trump. The same thing is happening in Nigeria now, and Nigerians just sit down. And let me say this to Mr. Edwin. Edwin, I hear your comment earlier. You're entitled to speak the way you spoke. In fact, you didn't even speak enough. You need to speak some more to the Yoruba bigots, the foolish Yorubas, the fools, the so-called Omalis. You need to speak more to them. And so look at Yaradua, look how we brought the nation. Now we have this one now trying to go in as a president. Now you just put the video of an Igbo man that has an airline to pick people. I am not putting tribal into this, but let me speak to my Yoruba people. How many of you ran to MC Oluomo and tell MC Oluomo, I have a family in Sudan. Can you please help me go and pick them up? Because I will not allow them to enter into Air France to come back to Nigeria, more especially Lagos. And to the northerners that are saying that Peter Obi should not be our president. How many of you people cried to your people in the north, can you send a jet to come pick me because I will not enter into Air France? That man with a large heart went to rescue the people, our fellow Nigerians. He did that freely. And you see how the Omalis, the Abubakus of Lagos, the wanderers, the blinded fools, rooting behind this man that said he's 71 and the daughter is 65. What you don't understand is what is coming. What is coming? I'm a Southwest person. I don't hate Tinubu, but I'm saying that on the basis of character, on the basis of compassion, on the basis of love and capacity, Tinubu is not the president. More so, he paid for what he has in his hand. That is not a man of, you need a man of character, you need a man of compassion, you need a man of capacity, one that has a vision for the nation, one that has a vision to rule a nation, to be the president. Tinubu is a drug lord. He cannot be a president. Tinubu is a forger of certificate. He cannot be a president. Tinubu is a perjurer. He actually committed perjury. He cannot be a president. And so Nigerians, you need to stand up and make your voice heard. And let me speak to Lamidi Ababa. Lamidi Ababa is, you can liken him. He's an elderly man. I may not want to use some word for him, but like somebody said, the enemy of a man are they of his household. But one thing is he is a failure already. Because thank God for the wisdom of Peter Obi for not allowing LP to be the first petitioner on that matter. Maybe he could have been thrown out by now. But I have a trust, I have a hope that this Monday will be recovered back. Nigerians, anywhere you are right now, please make your voice heard. Let the judiciary hear you. Because this cannot be allowed. It is unacceptable. Mahmoud Yakub should be in jail by now. Honestly, as soon as Tinubu even arrived back from where he went to, he should have been arrested. But we'll just keep pressing, we'll keep pushing. We're sure that the judiciary will do the right thing. Ariwola, do the right thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, and to everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thanks for coming in. It's good to have you on the panel. God bless you, my brother. Okay, let me call on the next person here, which is Tunaja. Tunaja, what's your take on this wonderful effort by Mr. Alan Onyema?
Greetings, thank you. Man, the man has been doing this for quite a while now, repeatedly. I remember when he did it in South Africa, and I think it's a very, very laudable thing for him to be doing. And when you are mentioning people that care for their own people, this is kind of behavior you want to be seen. People don't understand it. If you show your citizens loyalty, they are more likely to show it back to you. And there are cases where one Israeli soldier will be captured and the soldier will be killed, and the Israeli state will give away the opponents that they capture, about 50 to 100 of them, just for that one body to be returned back. Because if you don't value your people, this is what you see. Our people, we treat our people as if they don't matter. Our presidents sit there and they watch our people getting all kinds of treatment overseas, and they hardly show up. Abike Dabiri, that one just sits there and praise Nigerians that are doing great for foreigners, not worrying about whether they are going to come to Nigeria to come and help us, or try to intervene when she sees any kind of emergency occurring overseas. If anything, she will say, "Oh, the Nigerians, where were you? You should be doing this. You should be doing that." That's what you tend to hear from her. You are supposed to act. I don't understand how hard can it be to get a flight to somewhere, and if this peace guy is taking care of a business the way he's doing, why is the government not recognizing him and working more closely with him to help the people? Instead, they just leave. Because if you look at him, now he was there by himself at the interview, and these people, they don't. It's almost as if they have a culture of not cherishing people that mean well for the country, that mean bringing the country together. It's like that Air Force pilot lady that was very, very strong and able to do her job, and guess what? She just perished in a Nigerian barracks. People that want to do well for Nigeria, they always look for a way to either silence them or act as if they are just doing it on their own. The federal government should be encouraging this thing, and because the reason why they are not doing it, because they know themselves they are always letting Nigerians down. How hard can it be? You see the conflict happening. You know your people want you to be doing something about it. Just charter an aircraft, go there and get your people back. You should just do that. As a matter of fact, how much does it cost them? But no, they have to wait, and you have to tell them and make phone calls, do this, while this stuff is going on the ground. The man is right to do what he's doing, and it's also right to admonish some Nigerians for making it about tribe, because this is something that we have to realize that sooner or later, it's not always, everything is not always about tribe. Sometimes when you take it outside tribe, that's when you actually benefit more for each tribe. We have to learn to operate outside our tribe and as a country, because that is what we are. We like it or not. Because that way, at least you get better outcome for your people. That man didn't ask, oh, he's not going to go there and say, oh, are you a Hausa man? Or maybe you should wait. And the next time we'll come and pick you. He doesn't do that. He just brings everybody, because we are Nigerians. You carry the Nigerian passport. You can't be part of a club and just keep shitting on the club. In the end, you and sorry for that language, in the end, you are messing up the club you are part of. The people that belong to another club, they will be doing better while your own club is falling down. And I like people like that, and I hope we see more of them. I'm not even sure I can remember anyone like that in the country. I don't know if anybody remembers. Let them tell me, because there are very few Nigerians that talk without a heart of tribe on. There are really very few. In the presidential election, it's only Tinubu that it's only this Peter Obi that actually literally stated it himself, that it's not going to be about tribe, it's not going to be about religion, that it's just about what he can do for the people. And you don't see that very often, and I hope we see more of them, and especially coming from the southeast of all people that have been, they've experienced a lot of things that could, turn somebody's mind. But look at what he's still doing, and this is what it takes. That man is strong for doing what he's doing, because it's not easy. He could have easily fallen into the trap that others are following into. And I hope we see more of them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tonaja. God bless you. You see, let me quickly say this before I will call on the next person. Those lunatics, those idiots, fools who were fighting in Lagos, Yoruba, Igbo, move away, get out, and all that. I wish, say if you be Yoruba, as the airpiece owner, provide the jet, make on carry owner for Sudan, you be Yoruba. I hope say you don't enter inside that plane.
I no go enter.
You say?
If I just say I no go enter, say na Igbo man jet, I no go enter them.
Exactly. I hope say they refuse.
That I say they be all Mali.
Yes,
they are all Mali.
I hope say they no enter inside because this. Listen, my people, it's not only the Yorubas in Nigeria. During the time of that Lagos election or the presidential election, some of the Yorubas that lives abroad, some of them have YouTube channels. Some lunatics, they have YouTube channel that comes out almost every day as well and pay deaf ear to what is happening, and they are 100% in support of the tribal war they are about to start.
They are still doing it. They are still doing it, Mr. Elvis. They are still doing it up until now.
I know, of course, that's what I'm saying. They comes on air like the way I come on air every day. But my concern is that how come they did not refuse this now? Did any Yoruba person provided a jet to go evacuate our people out of Sudan? My people, you see, when you are fighting for this satanic government, you need to think.
Mr. Elvis, can you allow me 1 minute? I think those ones that even have YouTube like you have, that will mention their name here, they would have, since Onyema, the man from Anambra, like Peter Obi, brought his jet, they would have announced it through their social media, through their YouTube, that Onyema is bringing jet to Sudan, and Yoruba Emma wonu jet in your Omo Ibo loni o, ṣùgbọ́n lè ṣe yẹn, ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè, ọmọ tí ò níran.
So it's very sad. We can't continue to treat ourselves like this just because you're supporting a satanic political candidate. It's wrong. I love my Yoruba people. I love my Igbo people. I love my Edo people. I love every single tribes in my country. I don't have any problem with anybody. Rather, I have so much problem with all the leaders that have ruled us. They don't mean well for us. They are satanic as long as I am concerned. Thank you. Let me call on the next person on the panel, which is Gingerbread Man. Gingerbread Man, Madarita, I'll come back to you. You'll be the next after Gingerbread Man. Gingerbread Man, please talk to us.
Naija Watch, is this the final submission?
Yes, final submission, yeah.
Okay.
You want me to come back to you?
Well, you can come back to me here because there's a child here that is
okay, let me come back to you. Yeah. Okay, Madarita, please, it's your turn right now. 5 minutes, please. Madarita, you're not available? Okay.
Hello, sorry, I'm available.
Okay. Please talk to us. 5 minutes. Thank you.
I didn't realize you called me. Okay, yeah. First thing is first. We cannot be tribal blind. The same thing, we cannot be racial blind. In terms of tribe, we've discussed this before last year. Talking about tribe is something that we cannot ignore. And in the negative side, it played a part in our political game, sadly, unfortunately, because Nigeria is a country where you have a lot of gullible people, a lot of people where poverty has been weaponized. And then when your master who is giving you bread every day says, this is the route I want you to follow, you would follow it without even thinking, even if that route you're taking is a detriment to yourself. So I will not blame Nigerians for mentioning this tribal comparison, for those Omo Ali, according to my brother, and even some Northerners who were saying, okay, Igbo is this, Igbo is that, but it's the same Igbo man that is helping. Hello, we have the richest man in Africa. Dangote is a rich man. I'm sure he's way wealthier than Alan Onyema. And we have Alhaji Idimi of Borno State is very rich. I'm just talking about private citizens now. And then we are not even going to touch about the influential past presidents like IBB, Obasanjo. There's a slew of them, who have the resources and who have the influence to bring Nigerians from Sudan. It's unfortunate that we are seeing things the way it is. And I know a lot of obedience. In fact, I think the true obedience, and I think many of us here, we already know that the fact that using this tribal card was a game, which was wrong, completely wrong and unacceptable. And if that tribal card wasn't used, these kinds of comments coming now wouldn't have come into play. That's the truth. So that's why I say we cannot be tribal blind. We have to recognize what causes a problem. See, that's the thing. When we go through certain things, we have this culture, this penchant for not learning from our experiences. Even during the elections, people gave examples of, if you have the surgeon try to operate on you, and you find out that this surgeon is a tribe that you have antagonized, is a tribe that you have killed, will you say, okay, do not operate on me, and then you die for nothing? Or if you find out it's an Igbo man who is a pilot that's, flying, a 747, will you say that you will come down from the plane mid-air when you find out that he's from a tribe that you don't like? So those things are, it's clear there. And it's the same thing that, Alan Onyema is doing. But however, we still also have to recognize and still keep speaking that this is a typical example why the people should not allow themselves to be used in a roulette game of tribe, especially when it comes to politics. Because when it comes to stealing and sharing money, tribe or religion doesn't come into the fore, right? So we cannot be travel blind, and I will not blame people who are calling out names, because we're in a generation where we need to call out name. We need to say it the way it is so that people would know. I mean, we have a lot of people who are in Sudan. I think I was hearing from the former foreign minister, said that 5 million Nigerians in Sudan, and predominantly majority of them are northerners because they're going to university there, or they're crossing Sudan to go to Saudi Arabia for Hajj, or the ones that are coming back from Saudi and they just ended up settling there. And I know that Onyema is picking them from I think Egypt, So now Nigerian government, I would say, they need to collaborate with this very good Nigerian man called Alan Onyema. They just need to collaborate with him. Now, going to Egypt now, are there other immigration issues that would hinder Nigerians from entering or from allowing airpeace to land? Those are the things that I think they should be proactive for. The Nigerian government, Abike Dabri, they need to be proactive prior to this plane landing on Friday. We don't want to get there and then there's another issue of visa. Nigerians cannot enter Egypt without visa. Those kinds of things I expect to be expedited from the Nigerian government side, since they are not proactive, since we have a good Nigerian like Alan Onyema, doing what he's doing, and he's pro bono, he's not charging anybody, nobody's even giving him any money. How Nigerian? I mean, Peter Obi can do that. If Peter Obi owned an airline, he would do that without even thinking twice. Nigeria Watch, I know that you can do that without even thinking twice. I can do that if I have the resources without even thinking twice, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I have resources, let me save my people without even thinking of who is supporting me. So I just want to say that, this is an example for all of us to learn from. And if anybody has influence in speaking to the Nigerian government, because I know some of them, the way they think like, their mind is obtuse sometimes. They should start discussing with the Egyptian government, because that's where Alan Onyema's airpiece is landing, because you have to cross the border. Sudan is messed up right now. Nobody can go to any airport. So everybody's going to the border countries. So the best bet Nigeria can have now is going to Egypt. And that's where the plane is going to pick them up. But Nigerian government has to do the needful. If there's some certain things that they need to do in terms of visas, in terms of entry and airspace authority for airpiece to land, Cairo, they better start doing it now. We don't want to hear stories. So Nigeria, thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity you've given to me. And I thank everyone as well, and those listening from home. God bless you all.
God bless you too. Thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you too. Thank you. All right. Let us move on to Mama H-Ho. Mama H-Ho, are you still there with us to give your final submission?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mama. Please give us 5 minutes your final submission on the last video we played. Thank you.
In as much I don't want to sound tribalistic, my Igbo children, you have the right to be proud. You have the right to flaunt it at our face. After us, did they not say you mean nothing when they started killing you in Lagos? Did they say you mean nothing when they burnt all your shops in Lagos? So flaunting it in our face is your right, and go ahead and flaunt it. Nevertheless, we are one Nigeria before tribe. And for my brother, Onyema, thank you. Thank you to show that it is not everybody that are called to play the role of a humanist. You are indeed a humanist. Just like the last caller said, you are not as rich as Dangote and many, many others in Nigeria. But because you are a humanist, with the little God has blessed you with, you always comfort when no one is ready to help our fellow Nigeria in a war zone. May the good Lord continue to bless you. I thank you for teaching us that being a humanist is the only way we can contribute to our society. Thank you for teaching us that no matter what, we should always and always put Nigeria first, because that is the country we are all being bettered, of which we did not have a decision to say that is where we want to come from. Despite all they are doing to your tribe, you still did not use that and hold it against us. Thank you. And to the Nigeria government, shame on you. Shame on you. I be there, Kabir, what they call yourself. You they go hire bosses. And yet our brother, who will always comfort when you people are sleepy, you didn't put in it the picture of your equation. Because if you hire, you go pay more. You can't go hire bosses. Now bosses, you want to spend 150 million on top, eh? Shame on all of you now. Look now, where? Look now, they dance about on the streets of the global world with shame. But you see, all this money one at the color B. Papa God, I thank you. Because naked, you came into this world. Naked, you people and all of us are going back. So if you not like, make una the color B money when they're supposed to take do things, now go leave them behind here. If they like, make they carry some, put for inside your grave. Arm robber go come dig the grave. They go carry. If they like, make they take and buy gold, because not only Nigeria, now that they use gold caskets till they bury their people. Arm robber, they go come carry, wash her, dump you there, carry casket, go wash her, go resell her. So all of them they loot, they gather. Continue. Naked you came into this world, naked you are going back. He passes street when all of us go enter. He passed this street. So, Onyema, my brother, thank you. We are looking and following your footsteps, because that is what God has called us to be. And to my Igbo brother, I beg, one affront at little, make una stop her, so that I not go cause kata. And any Egbe Yoruba, the APC group, I beg, when the plane come, una better enter social media everywhere, make una make announcement that no Yoruba blood must enter that plane, because the plane belongs to Omo Igbo.
Exactly.
The plane belongs to Omo Igbo. One man, one Omo. Tell your Yoruba brothers, when you there for that place, may they not enter Omo Igbo. May they not enter Omo Igbo plane, no. Because if you not enter, shame on all of you. Shame. You will eat and drink the wine of shame, and you will dress with the cloth of shame. Thank you, Onyema. May the good Lord continue to bless you, protect
Thank you, Mama.
and anywhere your children go, they will always find the door of help. Thank you.
God bless you, Mama Aisha. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Before I will call on the next person, I would like to take at least 4 calls because a couple of people be trying to call in since. Let me take a call on 1 minute. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Naija, good evening again, and please, this evening, I plead with you. You won't be offended. I'm going to spend a little more time, just like your panelist.
No, we don't have the time anymore, sir. Just go straight to the point. We are rounding up now. We have a time limit.
Now, about Onyema, first and foremost. Well, I thank God he came out to say Nigerians should please not continue to identify him as an Igbo man. Yeah, that is sensible, and he helps to let people know that yes, this is a deep tribalized Nigerian, and there are so many like that today standing that I can start naming and things that I can point at. But beyond that, let me stop at that with Onyema. I go to, there was a comment, Mama HB, or what you call her, said.
No, not what you call her. Don't use the word what you call her. Her name is Mama H.
I didn't remember the full name.
But the word what you call her, sir, is rude. Nobody can use that against you.
Okay, sorry, Mama something. I don't know what.
Mama H. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
I said Mama H. I didn't remember the other one. That's why I said that. Now, what am I saying? When she was talking of my children, you turn them to Boko Haram, you turn them to this, you turn them to that. Let her be specific so that she doesn't put words into the mouth of these people to say that it is the followers of Peter Obi that we are the Boko Haram. We know who they were, we know who we are doing those things, and that is how it is. Yeah. Now, coming to the, what do you call it, the Yaradua issue. I want to say, yes, I was in Nigeria then, and I was in Abuja then. The night they brought Yaradua back, they took light at the airport. I hope you people are aware of that. Light was taken when they carted him away.
Yeah.
Even though from what you read there, they said he died on the 5th of May in Nigeria here. I thought it was his body they brought back. Now, one other thing, the panelist job is our incumbent president. If you remember when Charlie Boy and one of the Yoruba fellow, I can't remember his name now, both of them came out at Abuja here to say, no, this man has overstayed in Europe.
Okay, sir.
He should come back and take over his office. If it's not ready, something else they should hand over to Oshiba.
Thank you, sir.
That is there. Now, another one is happening. So it's unfortunate, it's nauseating that what is going on in Nigeria, these people, you see, when you talk of our government, look at the Sudan issue now you are talking about. That Sudan issue, is it that they don't know? But because you didn't vote them in, it is the government by themselves to themselves. If Nigerians meant something to them, they would have been there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
He believes he's a Nigerian.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
They don't belong.
Thank you, sir. Because of time.
I would have loved to speak more, but
I know. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. We need to move on now. Thank you, sir. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, madam, for calling in. Please, you have a minute. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I will be quick. Good evening, Nigeria Watch, and everybody on the panel. I want to say something. See, Nigeria government, and I'm sorry that I'm going to talk this way. You see, the Fulani, the war that happened between Nigeria and the Igbo people, I would say between the Fulani and the Igbos. I don't want to say between Nigeria because other parts from the south, nobody is fighting the Igbo people. Igbo people are very close to us from the south. And I thought before that some Yoruba people are very intelligent because I speak Yoruba very well, but I'm not Yoruba. I'm from Delta State. But the problem I see with the fascination with the Fulani against the Igbo people is that, since that war that happened between Usman Dan Fodio and Azikiwe and Ojuku, I think I'll say Buhari and everybody from that, some from the Fulani, I will say, they have this hatred for them. And let me tell you, I will say something. Nigeria, for me, cannot go forward. I pray that God should let us go forward. Nigeria people must apologize to the Igbo people. You know, where there is no peace, you will find out that it is difficult for things to work there. And I pray that God will help us to find a place, because if Joe Biden can go and lead down in front of this black man that was killed in America, what is stopping us?
Thank you.
And God,
God bless you, mother. Thank you. Yeah. All right. For me, if they lie, may they apologize. If they don't want to apologize at them. No, let them go if they want to go. Because the Nigerian government are becoming too satanic and devilish. You know, look at Onyema that is putting in his resources, his jet, everything, his money, everything. It's time to help Nigerians. When I don't say Nigerian government don't call and give them an award.
But when you say go apologize, they apologize. What apology for what?
Exactly.
These are Nigerians. They are Nigerians. They are not different from me and you. They are Nigerians. In fact, more sensible Nigerians than even some tribes like Yorubas. More sensible. Okay, now you have Dangote. Somebody just mentioned said, about Dangote. Why can't Dangote donate money to go and bring people from Sudan? Why can't Tinubu has a private jet? Why don't he give his private jet? I mean, he's the president selected by INEC. He's okay, as a president select, I want to give my private jet. Go and bring them. Apologize for what?
Thank you, my brother. All right. I would like to hear from okay, hold on. Let me pick this call quickly. Hello, Madam Deborah. Thanks for calling in. Please, you have 1 minute. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch. Good evening to everyone. I just wanted to make a contribution to the previous videos. It's just regarding Tinubu's health. The truth is that anybody, especially anyone in the medical profession, once you see that man, you will know that he's looking really sick, and that they said he looked chubby. Obviously, he's not well. There's obvious signs of retention in him. So anybody who can see him can obviously see that the man is not well. I'm sure they're just trying to push to see how he can manage to get to the day of the swearing in, so that they can swear so that he can be sworn in. But I doubt if that can happen because he's obviously sick.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam.
So that's
you.
Just my own contribution. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
God bless you, madam. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Okay, my people, I'm sorry, guys. My callers, I did not prioritize you that much today. It's not easy. Coming out every day is not easy, to be honest. If you think it's a normal thing, it's not easy for me. So I just use the energy that I have to do what I can do. That's what I'm doing. So please understand with us. God bless you all. Okay, let me quickly move on now to Mr. Edwin. Mr. Edwin, sir, please use your 5 minutes now, your final 5 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Very much, Nigeria Watch. Thank you, fellow panelists, everybody. Yeah, after all good saying, I have listened to almost everybody. And first and foremost, did anybody realize that this afternoon, Buhari categorically said he refused Onyema going to do that job? We should start from there. The Nigerian government was refusing Onyema to go and not to go and do that job because it's an evil. It's on net. People should go to net. Now, if they want to help, as we now say, these are Nigerians. From the statistics, there are just about 4,000 Nigerians there. And if Nigeria government brings out $4 million and give everyone 1,000 to find their way, would they come home? Because it's still an African country. With about $300 or $600, they can buy ticket and go home. Now they are not telling us that they went to go and use bus to take them with $1,200. Why don't you give them just budget $4 million for every one of them? Let them go home with this. Find your way. You have your papers. Because the way I reason is for me different from every other people. Because when they are doing all these things, now Abigail Dabiri, I think this is the last money she's going to eat now. Well, I don't think she will spend up to $200,000. She will not be free with about $1 million now. Contingent cost is not there. It's not there yet. So mobilization cost is not there yet. At the end of the day, they will not tell you where they met them was a deplorable situation. They spent extra $800,000 to feed them before they were able to take them away. This is the news you are going to hear tomorrow. So I don't really understand what is going on. Buhari has become a curse upon Nigerians and Nigeria as a country. It has become a curse upon Nigerians and Nigeria as a country. He was saying this afternoon that he's not going to accept that thing. So, and I am really pissed off and I don't know what to say. Because now, he said if he doesn't leave power, if Daura is not okay for him, we now move to Niger. The best railway from Nigeria to Niger, you consider it to Niger. The best hospital, you want to go and build in Niger. Instead of you to come out and tell us that you are from Niger. At the end of the day, I don't really know what this man wants to do with this country. Even at the last minute, 3-4 days ago, he pleaded to Nigerians to forgive him. Today, the life of 4,000 Nigerians is at stake. He did not say, okay, let me do this one right. You are still trying to raise your ego. To who? Onyema is not contesting for presidency. He's not contesting for Senate president. He's not contesting for Speaker of House of Rep. Why? Why all these things? Eh? Okay, the people schooling there in Sudan, almost 60 to 65% are northerners. Until the parents today, they now raise alarm and said, no way, they will not accept. That somebody has offered and their children must come home. These are people that send them with scholarship, but when it's getting tough, they will pretend not to know what they are doing. Most of them, they are students. So I don't really know. I don't know. Because this man, Babangida said one thing when they overthrew him in
You have 10
1985.
seconds, sir. 10 seconds.
Yeah. He said, we remove that man. He did not use Buhari. He said, we remove that man because he doesn't know anything administration.
Thank you.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Let me take this call quickly. Thank you, Mr. Chris, for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us 1 minute.
Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Personally, I'm not tribalistic, but not until we face the problem we have in Nigeria, I don't think we are going to go forward. The way as it is now, we can sugarcoat it anyhow we like. But the truth is that there is a deliberate attempt to sideline the Igbos from the affairs of this country. Now it was the president, the one that's just leaving now, Buhari, that called them 5%. Look at what Tinubu has done. I just constituted his transition committee. No single Igbo man there. The Igbos have sacrificed a lot for this country. There's no use for we to be pretending that, we are not tribalistic. No, nobody is tribalistic. These people want to be a part of the country, but the country is not giving them the opportunity to be a part of the country. So whenever there are people do anything good, they should blow it, because if you don't blow your trumpet, nobody's going to do that for you. Personally, I'm a Benin man, but I don't think I like the way the Igbos are being treated in this country. They are treated like second class, not even second class, third class citizens. Now, the only reason, if you people don't know, that they don't want Peter Obi to get to the seat of power, is nothing because he's an Igbo man. If not that, who else is as qualified as Peter Obi? So not until we keep saying these things the way they are, it's not about being tribalistic. For example, it's not just about saying one Nigeria, one Nigeria. I've not heard people saying, oh, we are one Netherlands, we are one UK, we are one Germany. Because the fault lines are not there. Something is wrong. That is why we keep saying we are one Nigeria. Because if something is not wrong, we couldn't just be saying we are one Nigeria. We can't be singing we are one Nigeria. It's because something is wrong. You don't hear other countries say we are one Brazil, we are one Argentina, because something is definitely wrong, and we cannot shy away from that. And those things must be addressed. So the people that are saying that, oh, Onyema is an Igbo man, there's a reason why they are saying it. Can't we all see it? The country is divided. We must realize that there is a problem, and we must confront this problem instead of shying away from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Thanks for saying it, Tyrese. Yeah, I understand where Mr. Chris is coming from. It's very sad, man. When you think about everything about Nigeria holistically, is so sad, man. Nothing is working. We all are just, we are just. I don't know. I don't want to think. I don't want to say that we are just wasting our time, but it is well. I believe if they fail to give Peter Obi this mandate, that is it. To be honest, that is it. Because every Nigerian that woke up this time was because of Peter Obi. No, we can't continue like this, man. It's not working, man. It's not. One love, please talk to us. 5 minutes, your final submission, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Niger Wash. I don't really have a lot to say anymore, but I think it saddens my heart to see that the same people they proclaim to be evil, or the same people, the same group of people they proclaim to be the problem of Nigeria, are the ones that they will call up to the forest, to go rescue people from another country. I'm from Edo State myself, and I have never had any issue with anybody while growing up. I guess you can have your own childish experience, but it saddens me to see that what the last caller just talked about. We keep talking about unity in 2023. So that's why I keep saying, if we can live in peace, if we can live together, why don't we all go our separate ways? But look at what Onyema said. The issue here is not, to try to divide people by tribe, by religion and some sort of differences. But you can see that all he actually cares about is to, bring that bond and unity in us, to try to bring that strength, because whether you like it or not, there is strength in unity. We all might be speaking one language, different languages, and doing things in a different manner. But I really wish we all could come together, put away that, you know, differences of trying to antagonize ourselves when it comes to where you're from, what kind of food you eat, what kind of clothes you wear. Instead, we can come together and use that as a strength. And that's the reason why I think the Nigeria constitution is a big mess. If we can fix that constitution, let every regions have their own government, and let every region stays independent, I think you get to see the beauty of this diversity that we have in Nigeria. But the problem now is only one guy from Aso Rock controls everything. You can't generate your own power in Enugu. You can't generate your own power in Edo or Port Harcourt without pushing it to the national grid, which is a big mess. So I really wish we can restructure our country so we can see the beauty of diversity. Because whether you like it or not, the number one reason why a lot of people or countries in the world are so envious of the United States is because of their diversity. So I wish we can have a good constitution that will strengthen that diversity. I really thank Mr. Onyema for what he did. And he's been doing this. I remember back in what happened in South Africa. He flew there, took his jet there without any compensation from the government. And now he's still doing the same thing. I really wish, everything I keep saying is I wish the Nigerian government, could come together, help this guy, help him to create jobs. I know he probably created almost 3,000 plus jobs in Nigeria just by doing that alone. This is a guy that the government would have encouraged, give him a lot of tax breaks, help him in any way they can, just to make sure he keeps on creating these jobs and helping people and pulling people out of poverty.
Thank you.
They think they can fix everything alone, but they can't. So thank you, Mr. Onyema, for what you're doing. And even though things might not be well at this time, but I know once OBI comes into power, a lot of things are going to be fixed.
Thank you. One love. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for your time with us, and thanks for your submission. All right. Let me move on now to Busy Brains. Busy Brains, madam, please give us your final submission, 5 minutes.
Okay, Elvis, good evening. No, just put my time, let me be seen so that I will not
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, to be honest, right, when I saw that video, I was working and at the same time trying to catch up on the news, and I saw the interview with Alan Onyema. Honestly, I was so proud. I was so proud, and I welled up with emotion, because that is my mentality. That is who a Nigerian should be. A Nigerian should be proud of the oneness. You see, that diversity that we have, that is our strength, and we are not tapping into it. People, there are homogeneous societies that have killed themselves. They have one language, one religion, but they've committed genocide amongst themselves, and our diversity, we need to market it. We need to use it to the best of our advantage. And the truth of it is, those that know that that is where our strength lies are the ones that are trying to divide us for their own selfish gain. You see what this man has done, true patriotism, and he is the true poster child of one Nigeria, of unity. He's not doing it for the money. He offered himself. You see the sacrifice we are talking about? I saw him and I said, look at another Peter Obi. That selflessness, that wanting, that feeling of the love, moved by love and concern, empathy for the next person. Once you have that in you, you will do to others what you want them to do to your conscience. You'll be ruled by your conscience. Now, this man has offered to use his own for free. Do you know how much it is to just fly a plane from Abuja to the next state? From Abuja to Nasarawa, let's put it that way. The cost of preparing the train, the plane, the petrol and the diesel or whatever, aviation fuel and everything. Do you know how much it costs? And he's offering to do that for free. And the federal government are trying to sabotage him. Why? Because there is nothing in it for them. Because if he was to come to say, I want to charge you money for it, they will say, oh, fantastic. If he charges them 50 million, they will put another 50 million. They are looking for avenues to extort Nigerians the more. There is a news that I saw. I think it broke from Twitter. From Vanguard. That federal government spends $1.2 million. $1.2 million to evacuate Nigerians to Egypt from Sudan. And that is by renting 40 buses. My people, 40 buses. Renting 40 buses is what is going to cost them $1.2 million. Now, That is just the tip of the iceberg. Can you see how they are now siphoning money? Now, if this man had said he wanted to charge, he's going to charge them. Can you see another millions of dollars going? They will now start talking. Somebody talk about welfare. Yeah, they will go and be saying that they've paid for hospital bill, did this, did that, and they'll slap another millions of dollars again for Nigerians to pay. Nigerians, we need to do better. These people do not like us. They hate us. That is why we are here to get them out of business. And it is our time to get them out of business because they are blood suckers. They are murderers. They are evil. They know that hell is waiting for them and they want to kill as many people. So that when they go to hell, they'll be comforted in the knowledge that they did not go alone. Okay, Elvis, thank you for allowing me to vent.
Thank you.
See, I really tried. You see, I really tried.
Busy brains. I never say you end you end your submission before your time before. Kai.
That's why I say make you put that for me. Let me be conscious as I'm going.
For the first time, we go celebrate this one.
Make I continue.
No. I beg.
I pull your leg.
I beg go. Thank you very much, madam.
Mr. Niger Watch, let me just put a suggestion.
Yeah.
Please, if you can get journalists that will come free. I mean, if you cannot get David Ehundayi, let's get other journalists, citizen journalists that will come and enlighten us on how they do this investigative thing, how we can do more to expose, because we need to train ourselves in the art of exposure.
Okay. All right. I'm actually working on David Udain anyway.
Madam, anything you invest, anything a journalist come to tell you, don't you know they're also listening on the line also? As they are telling you, they are also hearing with their agents everywhere.
No, I'm talking, that's why I said I mentioned somebody like David Ehundayi, people that are credible to tell truth to power, people that are putting their lives on the line to do the needful. Those are the kind of people we are saying we should call for them to come and educate.
No, what I'm trying to say is that as the person is trying to educate you, they are not having idea on how those people are getting their information.
Because it's being passed on in public.
Right? Or because it's being passed online on the air.
Okay, I see what you mean. True. I see, but what we can do is to get them to share, to do more disclosures then. To do more disclosures, and I don't know.
Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Ginger Breadman, you are not there. You're supposed to give your final submission, but meanwhile, I would like us to move on. I appreciate everybody today that came in. It's time to round up now. It's been a long day for us. Yes, we need to go have some rest and come back again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Endeavor to join us. We're going to be here. In fact, we're going to be doing this thing on the 29th of May, 2023. Fingers crossed. But for me, I think Nigerians are too quiet for my liking, but I don't know.
I saw somewhere that there's going to be a match, May 1st, Nigeria match.
Okay.
May 1st. I don't know. But that is in Nigeria, I think. That's in Nigeria, I think.
I'm here. My job is to showcase everything. When we see any, we will showcase them. I'm looking at them. I'm doing my part. I want them to do their part, especially those of us that live abroad. We are doing our parts, we are putting in our time. It's very, very important. I expect our people back home to do more, even more than us. Thank you very much, everybody. Those of you that supported us today, thank you. Yes?
Elvis, about the Lamidi Apa issue and then LP, what was the situation like? That thing has been thrown out of court, right?
No, the case is still ongoing. But Labour Party is already dismissing him and all that.
He's already also dismissed. Fight back. Toothless bulldog.
He's fighting back. Yeah, the native doctor. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Those of you that super chatted us today, thank you very much. God bless every one of you. And those of you that joined the panel, thank you very much. And those of you that came late that could not get enough time to contribute, please understand with us. When you come late, that's what you get, you know. But if you start with us on time, you can get enough time as well. That's what we do. And those of you that managed to call in, because I know a lot of people were trying to call in earlier on, I couldn't pick your call because all calls were coming while my panelists were talking. I don't really like to stop them, but to pick up a call. I want you guys to understand with us, but I still managed to pick up to 8 calls, which is not too bad. Please understand with us. Tomorrow, I'll still give priorities to callers. And my people right there, all my spectators, thank you so much. Both those of you that like us or those of you that doesn't like us, that's fine. We are fighting for you. We are fighting for a better Nigeria. We are trying to give you the awareness or take you back to history to let you know what you are about to engage yourself on if you force APC to rule us again. You know, my wonderful family right there on the comment section. Thank you very much, my people. Trust me, I don't know. Let's say this comment section, maybe we'll come there one day. You know, maybe somebody will take over here. I'll call comment section because that comment section, it looks like it's bubbling over there. You know, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much for your continuous support to us here. We appreciate you. We love you. My dear sister Patricia Enough here, can see you right there. Thank you very much. Can see my big bro Abu Azi. Thank you very much. Madam Irene, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Martina Albasi TV, thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you. Love of God is my strength. I appreciate you, madam. Thank you. Res Ago. Res Ago, you were asking me a question. Mr. Najawas, what are all these news for? I don't understand what the question means. What are all these news for? Which of the news are you talking about? You know, when you guys are writing something, please let your sentence, you know, means how do I put it on? You know, let it be easily understood, you know. So yeah, so that we can respond to it. I don't know what you mean by if you can reiterate quickly or rephrase so that I can quickly respond to you before I round up right now. But although I don't think there's time. Meanwhile, I'll move on. Good evening to you. G Kwe, I can see you right there. Thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. Posha Gina, I can see you. Thank you, my good people. Tony Africa, I can see you. Good evening to you. Oh, yes, that's good. Tony Africa, if you just subscribe to Edo Nigeria Watch, that's good. That's wonderful. It's also my channel, you know. Yes. Thank you. You know, so we stream from all these channels every day, not just Nigeria. Some people think that we're only streaming from Nigeria Watch only. No. We have 3 bodies watching us on Nigeria Watch right now from different platforms. So every day, that's what we do. We stream from 3 platforms. Okay. Fina Marcos, thank you very much. Michael Nemaro, thank you very much. Donny LC, thank you, Mother Rita. Thank you very much, Mother. I appreciate you. Good night. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. And I can see more people on the comment section. I wish I can mention all the names, but I cannot. That's what it means. I can see you. Thank you very much. Thank you, my good people, Madam Naomi Bella, thank you very much. Onye O Stephen, thank you. Vitus, thank you very much. Thank you, my good people, and God will bless all of you right there, all of you. You know, so I will ask for the permission to round up right now. It's been a long day, so that we can have some rest to come back again by the special grace of God tomorrow again. Rachel Osazoa, I see you right there. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. My people, make we draw the curtain. And here now we draw the curtain. It's been a long day. Please like and share. Before you leave, don't leave without press like, I beg. And if you know, so you not copy the link, you not share them before. Do that for us so that all the wonderful submission from my wonderful panelists today and my own submission and you, those of you in the comment section, your contributions so that all can go far. Thank you. Good night and bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go there, biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. No, they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh, tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody. Any bobo 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 bobo. Anybody. Mo ló ń folú. Ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń folú. Ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o, délé o.